Welcome to the first taping of our D&D 5th edition campaign. I'm going to give you a quick fill-in here because for the first 45 minutes or so of this broadcast, the mic wasn't working. Starting with the GM in the back there, we have Andy Brim, who also plays a member of the party, one Onsalton Shia, an herb specialist and rogue. To your left is Ryan Partlow, playing Shmee Underhill, the human fighter. In the foreground on your right is Shaun Pagels, playing Tobias Rex, our Dragonborn Paladin, and next to him is yours truly, Daniel Robinson, playing Marilla Sassafras, the Halfling Rogue. So here's the Spark Notes. We've been on adventures, swayed local politics, and even started the popular folk band Soulforge. Lately we found two things that have piqued our interest. One is a map which has led us to the outskirts of Neverwinter, and one is an intricately locked box that requires 4 keys. We've been told by the Adventurers Guild in Neverwinter that the box appears to have symbols of a group of adventurers known to belong to a group called Treasure's Pursuit. Unfortunately, their headquarters is on the other side of a giant wall that protects the city from the dust zombies and other such horrors due to an event that caused a good portion of the city to collapse. It's essentially a dirty wasteland filled with unknown dangers and a lot of grime. After convincing the local guard that we have permission to go through the gate, our heroes head on in, leaving their rented cart and driver behind. And this is where we begin and get our audio up and running because Ryan's brother Cameron commented that he couldn't hear anything. Now on the other side of the wall, we head towards Treasure's Pursuit, but find ourselves face to face with 4 ash zombies.
There we go. Alright, lots of things happened.
Can you hear us,
Thanks, Cameron.
Thanks, Cameron.
Thanks,
Thank you, Cameron.
Oh yeah, now we can hear it.
Yeah,
Has it been down the whole time?
It's been down the whole
Down.
time.
Oh, good.
Good. Hey,
Oh,
professional. We're professional, great people.
Sorry, everybody.
We're rolling initiative, and we've done that. So Shmee is going to go first, followed by Tobias, and then the ash zombies are going to get to go next.
Okay.
Mute that.
Okay. So, how close are these 4 zombies together?
They are. There's 2 of them that are up front, and the other 2 are about 5 feet behind.
And you never told me how far away they are.
They're going to be about 20 feet. Close enough to be dangerous if they had a knife.
Okay. What I'm going to do, instead of pulling out my sword like I usually do, I'm going to pull out my wand of web.
Nice.
about that.
Good job.
So, are they between buildings?
They're not between buildings. So they're kind of next to the building, and then there's the road, and the next building there's your standard road width, so about 25 feet.
So you said they're 5 away from each other. Well, I
Yeah.
get 60 feet in a 20-foot cube.
Okay. So you would be able to get both of them, and all 4 of them in the cube.
Okay, so they are going to have to roll a dex shave, which I believe I didn't write it down because I forgot to add it to my. Oh, maybe it's in here. Just a sec. I take it back. Let's go on my last page.
Is it based off your dex?
No, it's based off the wand. Otherwise, it'd be a really
wand's
crappy
dex.
wand.
Yeah.
Which is why I thought I put it in there, but I didn't. But I believe I remember this from last time. I have to go check it. So it's going to be, I believe it's a 15.
15? Alright, we'll call it 15. 15's good. First one passes. Second one's not. Third does. You're able to entangle one of them. The other ones, as the web, it kind of like almost passes through them, and then it doesn't want to stick to them as it goes by. But one of them it does, and he's entangled and flops over.
Okay.
Like a fish.
And then how close, the ones that weren't entangled, how close together, how bunched are they? I'm thinking of going for the breath, fire breath.
They're still about that 5 feet apart from each other.
About 5 feet?
2 groups.
Okay, because I've got a 5-foot, radius on that, and it's a 30-foot.
So is that your turn?
So which way are we heading to get to the house? Is it through them?
You would be through them.
Oh, okay. So Shmee gets...
Well, or you could go south and then you store...
We're probably going to fight zombies either way, so Shmee's going to
get through them.
just kind of hold steady where he's at then.
Okay.
That's his turn, yep.
Awesome. All right. Tobias Rex.
All right. I'm going to go for the fire breath, trying to aim for them, and
Okay.
hopefully maybe he's close enough, we'll also catch the webs on fire for the guy that's caught. See?
Mm-hmm.
So that is a, let's see, that's 10, that's a 13 dex save for them. They have to succeed, and then they take half damage.
Okay.
So I'm going to remove those and roll the damage. I can't see because the box. 11 fire.
Ooh. And
So
also the one that's because he's using fire. There's one that's in the web.
Yep.
So he's gonna get burned.
Mm-hmm.
So I need 2d4. And regardless of what happens, he's gonna take 2d4. Beautiful, beautiful web burning damage.
Sweet.
So that's 5.
So that'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then how much did you do?
11.
11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10.
And now there's this complete smell of burnt dust everywhere.
It's my favorite smell. It's like home.
It's just like home, burning dust.
Yeah.
And so one of them.
So your character says that, and I'm just kind of like, after I'm done.
Okay.
Marilla feels calm.
Just another mental note to never visit you at home.
It's a nice place.
So your breath goes out and completely engulfs the first two. The one that's wrapped in red, the fire really rages around him. The third one, though, kind of shifts away.
Okay.
And is able to dodge out of the way completely. The fourth one takes it full in the face, though. So all three of them have been burned. You can see that the ash is kind of charred, but they're still starting to shamble towards you guys.
Okay.
It is now their turn. So they've shambled up. All but the third one, who dodged more out of the way, so he'll not be able to make it. But they come up, and so I'm assuming you moved in front of Shmee to do that?
Yeah, that either moved or angled to the side, so it's not going to be, he's not in the line of sight.
Right. So the first one's just going to take a slam at you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, look at that. And that will be a 9.
Oh,
So
that,
nothing.
Yeah, no. The armor
His base arm's got to be higher than 9.
Exactly.
I should
Fight it
have
naked.
Did you forget your armor?
Actually, it'd still be like...
It has to be like 11.
Dang it. Alright, the next one takes a swing at you. That is a 17.
I'm still cool.
Still good. And the last one, he's going to try to like sneak in there with an uppercut. That is a miss as well. So that's their attacks. They kind of swing at you, obviously uncoordinated.
And I'm going, this armor was worth every gold
That's right.
I just spent on it.
Perfect. All right, it's now Marilla's turn.
Marilla's hiding behind somebody.
2 large men.
Yeah, Marilla's hiding.
Your choice.
So then she's going to fire her crossbow at the one that did not get hit by the fire.
Okay. He's kind of moved out. Sounds good.
And so I got initiative not initiative. I got
And so you roll that, and then
advantage.
You would have advantage.
Again, that's fine. We'll just leave that 7.
Okay.
So
What did you roll?
so that's an 11.
That's a hit.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So then damage. What am I rolling? Here's 1d8 plus 1
Plus your sneak attack damage.
plus
right?
my sneak attack damage. Oh, should I roll that in here
Yeah,
too?
probably.
All right. So sneak attack, gives me
What, 2d6?
3d6 extra.
So many points, guys.
So, a full 6 plus 1 is 7 plus all the rest, right?
Yeah.
7 plus 7.
11, 12, 13. 17?
17. Okay. Crossbow goes right in the face. Dust
Excellent.
flying out of it.
Does it die?
It does not die. It staggers. And obviously doesn't look happy.
I'm sorry.
Yes. It's now Onsalton's turn. He is then going to step out behind everyone and fire his arrows. First attack is a hit. Second attack, also a hit. It's critical.
Ooh.
So he fired at the third one, and that's going to take him out. I'm just going to say he's gone. And then the fourth one as well. shoots him. Puff. When he puffs, this fourth one, the dust goes everywhere. So you need to roll a Constitution save.
Alright. Do I get anything for having the...
I will give you advantage for putting the foresight to
Sweet.
wrap your face.
Do Dragonborn like eat enemies ever?
They can.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just take a bite out of them. Delicious
Let's see.
ass.
So Constitution, you roll your big one.
I was going to roll 2 for both for the advantage.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You can do that too. Do whatever you want.
Alright. Well, at least we're not having to worry about that one.
Good.
Yeah.
You still fail.
So, but 10.
Okay. You fail. It still gets in enough. In the swinging, they were able to push down your bandana enough, so you got a puff of it. You now have disadvantage on attack, saving, and ability checks. Until you can pass another Constitution. Yeah.
Is this like a disease?
No.
Or
It's
a
just
poison?
Dust is all up in your business.
Okay.
We should have bought some brooms.
Should have. All right. So that's their turn. 2 of them are gone. 2 are left. It's now Shmee's turn. You also hear moaning coming from the north.
Okay, so Shmee wants to deal with these things as fast as he can.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to use his martial die to try to swing attack.
Okay.
Both of them. So let's see. His first, he'll do. So here's for his first attack. Was using the martial die for. So 14
It's a hit.
plus 7.
Also a hit.
It's still just 21.
This is a better hit.
So he's going to get 2d6. 2d6. I think it's plus 4 because I have a plus 1. So I got a 6. I believe it's a 6. So he takes 12 plus 4 is... The first one takes 16.
Okay, he's dead.
And then the next guy is going to take a d8. I believe it's just a straight d8. Mercenary. If I successful, which I am. If he's within 5 feet, which he is. Just do it. So he's going to just take 6 damage.
Okay. And he's also... So as your sword, you kind of step around Tobias and swing, able to, with your great sword, cleave through both of them. They both go in big puffs of dust. Roll Constitution save. I would make you do it again too. But
I don't think the camera saw that.
so you just get this. The wind just happens to pick it up at the wrong
It
moment.
is a 7.
And it's straight into your face. You know.
What, don't you have luck?
No.
You know,
I can reroll a 1 on a...
you are now blind.
Forever?
And also at disadvantage. Not forever. But at this moment, you are now blinded.
So I use my telepathic ability. I try to like not pretend that I'm. I try to pass it off like I'm fine. So I know where my sword goes and everything. But I put my hand down so nobody can see. And you see it that all of a sudden Shmee starting to get dustier, like nothing's cleaning him. Look, take us to where they said. But I'm doing that mentally, right? Because I talk to my unseen servant mentally, and he's just going to start leading me east.
He's too proud.
So Shmee just starts walking east.
Marilla would really like to go back and buy some goggles.
There's a lot of moaning coming down from the north, and as you look north, you have moved a little east. As you look north, you see 2 more zombies coming down, and you hear a lot more moaning coming from that direction.
Okay.
Let's book it.
Say at this point, let's try and hustle.
You start hustling. Shmee's going a little bit slower than everyone else, so everyone else...
So we kind
All right, Marilla grabs his hand,
so we start
too.
moving, going, hey, come on, man.
He's usually faster.
Yeah, I mean, he's usually...
even Marilla's kind of
Marilla
faster.
grabs his hand, and hopefully not the one that the servants got too, because that's
That'd
going
be
to be
weird.
confusing. Marilla grabs his hand and starts pulling him wherever the heck we're going. Hopefully following Tobias, because she's not sure what's going on.
Like almost this piss, like what gives? I mean, I'm thinking this. It's like, dude, you normally
So-
I'm sitting here with my head.
You're not going to tell us.
You're charging forward.
You're too proud to let us know that you got...
So Shmee's going to lean down if you're guiding him. He's going to let you hold his hand. You're like, Marilla, I didn't know you felt this way. I'm just going to lean down.
Just shut up and let's
And
go.
have the unseen servant crawl up on his shoulder, and you can see his face.
But he's spitting in your eyes, trying to get the dust out.
Trying to clean him out. So, obviously, Shmee's
Something weird's
still
going
blind. Go ahead and make another Constitution save to see if your unseen servant has helped you there.
It's literally spitting in your eyes.
7 plus 6 is 13.
So that's enough. You now are no longer blind. Tobias, go ahead and make a check as well.
Marilla's going to let go of his hand if he starts speeding up.
17.
17.
Plus
All right,
whatever.
so you're no longer kind of spit the dust out as you're going. As you're going, all of a sudden you hear two big moans.
Marilla keeps
On
running.
either side.
As in,
next intersection.
5 feet? Or at the intersection?
Next intersection, two big moans to the north and the south.
Do we see anything?
You see a shadow from the north, and it's a very large shadow.
Does anybody have any knowledge on these dust zombies? Do we know like what they go after? Do they go after heat? Do they go after? I mean, do we know?
Motion.
I can cast illusion, or I can cast
as
lights
far
or
as-
something.
Yeah.
As far as I know, these aren't an undead, so I probably wouldn't know. I think they're just called zombie because of their name.
They're just dust.
Yeah,
Kinda
so I'm not
Danger
gonna,
type things.
I mean, maybe if it's something that's common with Abyssal, but I don't think it is. So I'm gonna say that obviously that's nothing that would be
They're
known.
definitely something unique to this area
Okay.
because of the mountain's eruption.
So we hear bigger ones, we think?
Yep.
We think, and it's at the next intersection?
Next
Is there
intersection.
like a street that we could go down before we hit that intersection?
There's
or are we
not.
kind of pot committed at this point?
There's not, but there are houses. Some of them are crumbled.
Okay, so here's what Shmee wants to do.
Okay.
Hear him out. So he's got like all those rank, dirty claws that are probably soaked in blood from when he used to carry heads around his bag. He's going to put one of those on his unseen servant, and he's going to send him through the intersection.
That's where this is going.
I approve of this plan.
I'm gonna pat his head and go, I'll call you back later.
You can just summon it back, right?
Yeah.
We use that.
So everyone else sees Shmee like pat the air
And then I put
and
a
whisper something
dirty.
and start pulling out rags and throwing them over this, but they're staying. And you're like,
Do we know about the unseen servant at this point? I feel like.
"You magic man,
All right.
magic man.
As a backup,
he's a magic man."
What do you say? We
Man,
cast
just
jump.
a little bit.
We cast jump on Tobias, and all of us hang on to him.
We can do that
So
too.
while we send the distraction, we bound on out of there. I
We
mean,
bound
you're
on
the
out.
strongest, right? I don't know.
My strength is 19 currently.
Yeah. I think mine's 18.
Can he carry all of us?
You and I are pretty light.
I'd have to pull my weight. I'm massive.
Yeah. I would assume so. I don't think we jump very high.
What, for the unseen servant?
But
No,
what
no.
about bounding?
If he cast jump on you, would we then be able to jump over buildings? I'm saying.
Are you opposed to us
no.
riding?
I don't think all of
Not
oh,
building
me,
all
me.
of us.
No, just to
Just
speed up
big,
our.
big bounding jumps.
Just
No, we wouldn't be going any faster than if we all just bolted.
it'd be fun though.
It would be. He'd also have to make dexterity checks to make sure he doesn't fall.
Yeah. Let's make the Dragon Man make dexterity checks.
With that lovely dexterity of
with
8.
I'm fine with it.
He's already gone. Keep going. Anyway, you see
Professor's
Shmee
corpse.
pat his head and send off his little man through the intersection.
So there's these things of rags, and Onsalton just thinks it's the greatest thing ever. Like, it's magic, man! This is magic happening! And so it goes out very kind of leisurely at first, and then it makes it to the intersection, and you kind of see it turn, and then turn, but it's shaking.
Oh.
And then it looks back, and then it takes off. And you're
In my mind, I'm going, go, sweet prince, go.
Can't you see I don't want you anymore?
see it take
I will see you again. Go.
You see it take off, and two ogre-sized ash zombies come out, and they both start following the unseen servant. In their wake are 4 more zombies. They're not as quick, so they kind of look back and they see you guys.
Okay, so they're probably going after flesh or something, or blood or something, right? I mean,
Something.
well, we don't
It
know if
could
it was
just be
the servant.
movement.
We don't know if it
Yeah.
was the servant or if it was the blood or.
Yeah, I mean, it could have just been the fact that there's this bag flying across.
Well, regardless, Marilla's going to take off.
Okay. Where's Marilla going?
Behind
Behind you hear moans.
Yeah, we're
not
gonna
that way then.
So, and if you look back that way, there are 4 more zombies.
So we have to keep moving forward,
Yeah,
I think.
we got to
Yeah.
keep moving forward anyway. So
But the ogre, they move much farther.
The
on.
2 ogres have now bound. They've
Okay.
gone to the next block.
Yeah. Okay.
And the other zombies have now moved closer. They're still 10 feet away.
Okay.
So we'll keep the same initiative order.
So Shmee's gonna try the Wand of Wonder again, or the Wand of Web.
Wand of Web.
That way we can try to get. I just want to get past the zombies. I just know they're gonna keep coming, so I'm not really interested in
Yeah.
how many zombies I can murder.
There's no good loot.
So you have same thing. You got 15.
Beat a 15. That's a beat. That's a beat. That's not.
This is serious dexterity.
And no. Alright, so again, the wand goes out, kind of goes across the buildings, grabs both sides, and catches them. Two of them are farther forward, so they didn't get caught in the web, but the two in the back.
I'm going to say I've readjusted my face mask.
Okay. Yeah. Readjusted your face mask. Alright, so two of them are caught in the wand of web, two are not. Anything else you like to do?
There's no sense in killing them, right? I mean, if we don't have to fight
How
them,
fast do we think they are?
They can go about 20 feet.
No, I'm trying to think if we just sprint past them, but
yeah, let's give that a shot. I mean, if we have to fight them, we have to fight them. But if we can just run past them,
yeah. So Shmee's gonna use.
So Shmee just put webbing across the front. Which can be broken with.
Wait, you put webbing across in front of us?
You just because it tries to stick to.
I pictured this differently in my head. I'm disappointed. Can I burrow under it?
No,
Halflings
there might be a few gaps in it that you would be able
I don't
to
want to
get
go through without them, though.
But the rest
Unfortunately,
of us
I don't have fire now to burn through it. They used it last time.
That is unfortunate.
So there's a bunch of moans behind
there are
us.
a bunch
We
of
just
behind,
put
there
a
are
wall
4
in front
zombies
of us.
behind us. Yeah, and
Okay.
there are 4 zombies. 2 are now stuck in a web. 2 are still will be moving on their turn.
Okay. We just see just buildings, but there's no open doorways.
There'd be doorways and things.
Well, what do you guys want to just cut through the web and just keep going, or?
Well, like you said,
open doorway.
we check the door and see if we can cut through a house.
Yeah,
All
I'll just because I think I'm up, so I'll just look. If there's an open one that's kind of in the direction we want to go, great. If not, I'll try for that side if it's closed and see if I can just force it.
So there's one just up to the right.
Okay.
And you just run up to it, check it, and then you feel it's really soft. Like you just shoulder check it and it would open.
Okay. I'll pop it and got the warhammer in my hand and just
Dust goes everywhere. Give me a Constitution save.
You were really pushing those goggles for a reason, weren't you?
I've got
That was just so you could see in the dark.
16.
16. All right, so you pass. The dust doesn't get in your face because of your awesome mask that you made for yourself. So you see what would be a sitting room, and then stairs going up to the next floor. Things super dusty in there.
Nothing
So
shiny.
you don't see anything moving. There's nothing shiny. There maybe a small mirror.
Does he see a window that if we just cut through diagonally, we can blast through the other way?
It does look like there would be a door. So stairway, hallway goes to the back, and maybe a back door.
Yeah, and so I just kind of shout, I think I got an exit,
Okay.
and
You start bucking towards the.
I'll start heading towards the door.
Okay, so the zombies start stumbling forwards, and they're gonna stumble. The 2 of them stumble towards you.
Wait, they can get through and.
Well, there were 2 ahead of it,
Okay.
so they were here, and then the
Where's
web's
the
back here and
servant?
cut these 2 guys.
Just give me 10 minutes later.
Here, mother. Oh. So that's gonna be a miss, and that's gonna be a hit.
You think?
Yeah, 18 plus 3.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hit. So you take 4 damage. 4 of your earth damage.
Not earth damage.
Yeah, that's right. So it's now Marilla's turn, and the other 2 struggle.
Are we fighting these guys? Are we going to
If
try
you
to
can
push
get
through?
past them, I'd say. I mean, that's what I was hoping to do because I'm completely out
It's
of.
DC 10.
What are they just
Position,
swung
you
and they just swung and
Just
hit?
They
swung.
it?
just
out.
swung and hit him.
Damn.
So your biggest
Yeah, I'm going to
issue
try to run through it.
is if you can get around them without having to engage them, you're fine. If not, you have to use part of your action.
Shmee's
Yeah.
already proven that he's invincible and can't be harmed, so there's no sense. He's convinced
No, they
me.
just have to keep doing their 15 check.
He's convinced me.
Once they're stuck,
He
they're
can't
just
be
stuck.
blinded.
He's stuck. All right, so 2 of them, the 2 struggling, but they're not getting out.
Yeah, Marilla just books it.
books it in
Follows
the building,
Tobias.
follows Tobias.
Mm-hmm.
Onsalton then is going to move to the doorway and try to take. Well, if I do that, then you're gonna. So I'm just gonna move to the doorway as well. All right. So we've all now stacked up at the back door.
Except for me.
Except for you.
So I'm. So they're stacked up. They haven't opened the door yet.
No.
How far away are they?
I thought I'd open the door and then we're inside, right?
Yes, we're inside, but not the back.
The
door.
back door he's talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, how far away is that back door?
Back door is going to be 25 feet away.
Okay, so that means. Can I go through? So if I like double move, can I try to like
because
sprint
you can
through?
use your action to disengage and then move your distance.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But if I double move, then I don't need. I could just let them take their attacks of opportunity and try to double move out the door.
Oh, I see. And open it up. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
That's what I'm going to try to do.
Okay, so you're going to just.
I'm just going to
dash
bolt
off. Just going to bolt. So they're going to try to hit you. And it's definitely a miss. And there's a miss. So they both obviously weren't ready for you to bolt because who allows zombies attacks of opportunity?
You
so
are great.
And it was super late, so they missed.
So that should get me to the door. So I'm going to try to open the next door then.
Yeah. So you just rush in. You see us all kind of standing there, and you kind of weave yourself between them, shoulder into the door, smash it open, and it opens up into a backyard that's fenced. The fence is about 5 feet high, and then you see the next building also has that, and the buildings to either side also have these kind of open backyards that are fenced in.
Okay.
The fence doesn't look like it's in great repair. It's also covered in dust. Surprise.
Surprise!
Surprise!
I mean,
the dust is covered in dust.
I opened the door. Somewhere. So I think that's it for me.
Okay. It is now Tobias Rex's turn.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so we got just walled off, so we're probably gonna have to, I guess, vault over and get to the street, or was that into the next yard?
It's kind of this. It would be an alleyway, except for they've fenced it all off.
Okay.
The street is probably 2 yards over.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out: are we going like from this yard into another yard and then through another house?
Yes.
Okay.
If you were to go straight, you'd go into another yard and then another house, and then the next street. Or you can go through 2 yards through the street, or several yards back
Okay, I guess
to a building.
we could just vault over the. Because I'm assuming there's no. Is there any fence or like doors in the fence or
No doors in the fence.
But the fence looks feeble, is what you said.
Feeble.
You're a dragon.
Right. Well, I'm just thinking I could go through it, or I just want to try and vault over. I'm trying to say, is it strong enough for me to vault over, or should I just
it'd be
plow
so much-
through?
So much easier for me.
You're a
to
dragon,
vault.
man.
I want to tell you it is stronger so that I can have you fall, but it's
But I
not
mean,
strong.
I should be able to judge what that is. I mean, I'm
It's
assuming
totally
it's a
not.
picket fence. All right.
I would like
I'm
to see
just,
just reach the top and then.
We're
I'm just like
over.
make a hole, and I just kind of put my shoulder and just kind of run and just
Yeah.
plow
Use
through.
your rhinoceros horns.
Smash right
But I
through.
assume-
Yeah.
It's another yard. This one has some garden boxes.
Okay.
So you need to roll dexterity to not trip over the garden box.
Oh, fun. Oh yeah, I'll do the one.
The big one.
9.
9.
Plus.
You have a -1 dexterity?
Is it
Yeah.
negative one?
Oh.
You trip
Big
over the
one.
garden box and then down into a big thing of dust. Give me a Constitution save with advantage.
He gets +2.
Oh, that's just not good. 11.
11.
It's pretty good. All right,
So you get a good whiff of this dust and you just suck it in. So again, you're struggling to breathe and you'll hit disadvantage.
This is some serious
Please.
long-term health repercussions.
Yeah, it's asbestos. It's just all asbestos.
This is the asbestos district.
It's misnamed.
Nope.
We didn't know the difference.
Not worth opening this treasure chest.
Guess what? We'll get Mrs. Thelium. Game over.
Game over.
Total party kill 30 years down the
Can't-
road.
Well,
30
no.
years later.
Cancer is the great killer.
Well, it's that you all die, but all your loved ones can join that hotline. where
Right,
they're
right,
all
right.
suing
The-
Yeah,
whatever.
that's
Terrible
true.
sue.
It's a
So-
nice class action lawsuit for
Exactly.
our family.
It's great.
I have no family.
I was going to say. If my dad even knows.
I got a mom
Who
somewhere.
cares?
Somewhere.
All right, so
Well,
the
then,
zombies,
yeah, I think tried to kill us.
obviously they know which way they went.
Brother,
They
you
start
forgot
following,
that.
but they just get inside.
Okay.
And you can tell there might be more of them behind them now.
Yeah.
And it's now Marilla's turn.
I even know
Tobias has
how
gone through a fence, tripped over. He's now pushing himself up and spitting out dust.
Gone through the fence already.
Gone through the fence. Fence just There's no fence. What fence?
Good. Marilla runs past him.
All right. The
Is there another
door
fence?
is locked.
Can I take a whole turn to try to pick it? How long does it take? Yeah, I'm going to pick the lock.
Okay.
What skill would that be? I have a lockpick kit, so that's going to be give me
With
advantage, right?
Yep. Advantage.
It's a 15.
50
Do I
plus.
get to re-roll this? This
Uh,
one
do you
because
have
I've got luck.
Sure. That
Wait.
is a skill.
You get a
So
15 plus a whatever.
Plus whatever, yeah.
But he might get a 20.
So 15
At which point he
plus-
unlocks all the doors.
Yeah.
All right. I have a lockpick kit.
Yeah, so that would give you
That
advantage.
gives me advantage.
And then it would be
It's usually like plus your dex or something.
Dex
Yeah, plus
Yes,
4,
it's
so
your
that's a 19.
19. Okay, there's more than enough. It's not a magical lock or anything like that. So
No,
quick,
you just need to run through the door. Like
I
just
would've,
pick
but it was
move.
exactly.
But he
So-
opened it, so.
I got it. Don't break the door.
And you jimmy the lock and pops right open. Swings open. You're in the reverse of the house that you came in. So there's a long hallway.
Oh, Homestead
Looks-
built these.
I know.
Say Scrooge's money bin.
Yep. So there's a kitchen to one side. Hallway goes forward. Looks like the stairs goes upstairs. Sitting room. And probably every house on this both
Right.
sides of the block.
And we're
looks
just
like.
heading in this direction, right? Like
And you're now heading south.
Marilla has no idea other than someone said to go this way.
So if we
she's
go out the
going
front
that
door,
way.
we'll probably end up back out on the street, right?
You'll end up on the next street down.
So Marilla heads for the front door.
Okay.
She's
So
got
you'll
speedy boots on.
make it
She
about-
heads out.
Yeah, so you make it to the front door. Onsalton is going to follow you.
Is Shmee being attacked?
Tobias, are you okay?
He does a quick scan around. He's not seeing anything, but he does hear a moan upstairs.
Okay.
Okay. It is now Shmee's turn.
Shmee's gingerly stepping over the dragon man and going towards the front door.
That'll probably be fine.
Stands it behind.
A real good
Tobias'
Samaritan.
turn.
Pick myself up, grab my hammer, and just.
Start heading over the door.
Didn't even. I mean, do I get to the front door? Can I open it?
You don't make it to the front door.
Okay, I'm just
So
checking.
we're now all stacked up at the front door. You hear the moan upstairs.
I am gonna like turn around and just kind of wait so something starts coming down the stairs. Just
You'd be ready
Smash
to
it,
smash it. Okay.
'cause since we can't make it out. I'll
You do hear
Run
some.
for that.
You
We
do hear
couldn't
some
just
stumbling.
open the door.
Some
We
stumbling.
couldn't just
upstairs.
open it.
I think we.
None of us got
we've used
close enough.
everything
None of us got
else.
close.
Oh, okay.
You use your
Yeah,
action and yeah.
open the door, the
Yeah.
back door. Nice. We don't have to smash. The
You have
front door.
speedy
Yeah,
boots.
It's fine.
So you hear some stumbling upstairs. So it sounds like there may be some ash zombies up there as well. It is now Onsalton. No, Marilla's turn. You're at the door.
Marilla opens the door.
Marilla open the most exciting turn ever. The door
If-
opens.
as long
It's
as
like Resident
clear.
Evil.
As long as
It's-
it's clear, she's
It's
gonna
the
run.
loudest you've ever heard.
You think all this dust would?
You would think so. It actually made it worse. So you see another street, and on the other side, similar type of buildings.
We're just-
so
We're gonna
it's
keep
like-
heading in the
Keep
direction.
heading? Okay.
So
What's his name head
We're
us?
gonna head east, so you'll want to turn to the left.
Marilla turns left.
Turns left. Give me a perception roll.
Not investigate, huh? Probably
Nope.
not.
She's gonna take her time and really look down that street real nice.
Mm.
That's jacked. Spin it again.
Do it again. You need a bit of bounce.
It was still the 3 you would have got anyway.
Still a jack. Yeah, so that's a 4.
Marilla
So
rolls
Marilla,
a
the wind
4.
again picks up. The dust's coming down from the north, real heavy.
Marilla yells, "Coast is clear."
Yeah, doesn't see anything. Coast is clear. All right, so Onsalton, or what else would you like to do? You've opened the door, you've peeked out. Do you want to move down?
No, Marilla's gonna wait for
Well,
everybody else.
at least clear the door.
Yeah, Marilla's spooked a little bit. She's
Alright.
gonna just step to the side.
Step
Okay, thank you.
The way is clear and gonna bound.
No, I'm gonna
No,
wait.
she does
by
not want to
waiting
be in the
center.
way of the dragon man when he comes running through.
Right.
Yeah.
You might trip over it.
Yeah.
Who just got so much dirt packed in his face. It's just like, here's the Dragon Man's face, and then here's like another inch of dirt. It's like when Queen Victoria or Queen whatever when they died, just like that inch, just make it.
Inch of dust.
Your skin is gonna look so good after
It's gonna
this.
exfoliate.
Yeah.
So nice.
You'll be glowing.
So Onsalton's gonna go out, bow ready. He's gonna go out, kind of swing a little wide, and then move east. He'll make it to almost the end of the street. He'll also roll perception. He doesn't see a whole
I
lot.
enjoy that really loud.
I know. It's awesome. Just to let you know, I'm
So
rolling dice.
it's my turn.
It is now Shmee's turn.
Shmee doesn't know what you guys roll being so. So he's gonna take his full movement roll his perception at the end of his movement,
Mr. Invincible here.
which is like, I think I have a 2 or something. So 12. And then does he see anything?
You make it to Onsalton, close to the end of the street. You don't see anything.
So he's just going to move again, right?
Okay.
Right? Double action.
Double
Sure.
action. Sure.
Yeah,
You go
Why not?
first. That's fine.
I'm going to go further down.
Further down.
Maybe
so
not my
you-
full 30, so I'm too far away from the party, but at least 20 feet. That way we just keep moving.
Okay. So you'll cross the street, but not all the way.
Yeah.
So you're not quite in the middle, but you're a little past the middle of the cross street. Just from your natural perception, the dust is coming down from the north, so you can't see that way too well. But far to the south, you do see a few more humanoid figures.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, I will back out. I'm going to close the door behind me so that thing can't follow.
Mm-hmm.
And then just catch up with everyone else. And yeah, we'll just
That's a good
look as
call.
well.
Oh, yeah, that's good perception. There's nothing.
Yeah, 5.
5.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm still clearing all the crap out
So
of my
much dust.
face. Yeah.
So much dust.
Shmee's kind of slightly crying a little bit, thinking of what Jimmy did for him.
Beautiful, beautiful, unseen servant. Magic, man.
He's like, I really love those rags.
You're a good rag. Alright, so kind of out of
Turn the
combat.
circle, come back and
keep
try to
moving.
find him.
You keep moving
No, he's
east,
gone now. We've gone
south,
way past the spell range.
Yeah, resummon him or something.
east, south, north.
Where's the
We're
building?
doing our best to try to follow. So he said like a few blocks.
Yeah.
I'm guessing we've gone a few blocks east, so now we need to head south a couple blocks. So I'm guessing that's where Shmee's going like, we need to go a couple south a couple blocks now.
Okay, so you did to the south. You did see some humanoid figures.
But that's where we think the thing is, right?
It's
Because I'm trying to track how
You
far we've
said
gone.
like
We've
2
gone.
blocks south, and then so you've gone 1 block.
Yeah, so we got to get
So
another
you go-
block.
We've got
Go
another
one
block.
more
Okay,
block
so we have to
east.
keep going east then.
So you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you move 1 more block east. As you pass, a lot more of these buildings are crumbled.
Yep.
Smashed. You don't see any ash zombies as you move past them. You get to the next intersection and you see the 2 ash ogres as you peek out at that intersection, kind of standing over this pile of bloody rags.
We can get 'em
and they're
back.
kind of like poking at it. And
I was saying, I just summon it to right where that thing is and pick it up and have it run away again.
I don't have him slotted. I have to cast him as a
because it would be
ritual.
sweet to have it just run back. How
I only have 2 slots. I'm not going to slot Unseen Servant. Combat situation, everybody.
How far away are they? How far away are they?
so they're going to be a block away. So
Well, can we
50
sneak past
feet?
them?
yeah.
I can probably
It's
sneak
too
past
far from
We-
my
we
mage hand.
could-
I was just gonna have to think, pick up and float back the other direction, but that's too far.
That would be
awesome.
hilarious.
That would
Yeah.
be hilarious. I don't think I've got anything for that.
I could.
I don't.
I've got illusion.
Yeah, and let's face it. I mean, even if I only try and sneak up,
Illusion
the
would
20
be good.
feet.
Well, maybe.
Because you could make them think that the rags get up and run away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're what? They're a block away from us. Is it possible that we could just go? Just
Yeah. You could.
I mean, we can keep going.
Certainly try to.
But some of us are in either plate mail or half plate mail.
Yeah. I think, if I wasn't with my dexterity and my mail, I'd try and sneak up far enough to move it. But I don't think I could even sneak up to only be
with your mage
25
hand.
feet away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay,
and then
I
with
was
the
like,
mage hand,
how
move it.
is you getting there? Okay.
He's saying just booking across the street.
I'm saying just run across. The
I
street
say we
real
just
quick.
keep moving, yeah.
Okay.
If you guys, well, obviously you guys will go first because of initiative. If you want to do that, if anything goes south, I'll cast
you'll
illusion
run.
on my turn. Yeah,
I'll run the other way.
I'll cast illusion.
Okay. Yeah, so if we're going first,
So should we at least, for the heck of it, try to be quiet?
obviously Shmee's not.
Okay, so give me a stealth check. With plate, you have disadvantage. Is that correct?
I think we're
Because
strong
I'm a
enough.
fighter.
You're a fighter. That's
Well,
right.
you're
You
fighting
have your-
and you're strong enough.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
strong enough and I'm.
You hold your stuff real
I think
close.
it's double advantage.
Double advantage. All right, so roll a stealth check.
Because I have full plate armor proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I'm strong enough. The two combined. Is that jacked? Okay, let's try it again. It was jacked. It's jacked. Can you tell? Look, it's a fun. Yeah. It was a 1.
There was 1.
Plus 1, so 2.
So 2. Great. Okay, go ahead, Tobias.
All right. 3.
3.
Oh my gosh. It's like the Three Stooges. Trying to sneak through, yeah. Sneak through a whoopee cushion factory.
So the two got these ogre ash zombies poking at the. They both kind of look back down the alleyway or back down the road, and yeah, they catch Shmee like halfway across, and Tobias right behind him. And there's a wave.
Exactly.
There's kind of a wave from one of the ogres, and then they start heading that way. They start booking that way, and they go about 30 feet. So that's their turn.
Booking it towards us.
They start booking it towards you guys.
Well, should I summon a fake banshee and have it go the opposite direction?
Or you could just make it look like we're going the opposite direction.
Yeah, you have them go south.
Alright, yeah. I'm gonna roll for... Do I have to even roll for that? I don't know how spells work.
I think they'd have to roll,
They
right?
have
They'd
to
have to roll like
so,
an intelligence or
yeah.
something.
Yep.
I mean, what's your mind on what going to say?
What spell is it?
Illusion, cantrip, DC 11.
So it have to be a DC 11. Does it work on a certain
Does it have an intellectual?
level?
Because some of them, yeah, they have to have like an int of
These aren't so
3.
smart. Nope.
Actually, yeah, that seems...
Yeah, they're not making any physical interactions, so it doesn't look
No.
Okay.
I don't think for minor illusion you do.
Alright.
If they use an action to examine...
Yeah, so it shouldn't be a problem. So they need to beat 11.
Mm-hmm.
This should be exciting. They both suddenly see Shmee and Tobias start booking it down to the south. And they start booking it down too. And they get about to the end of the road, and they both kind of just stop.
We have to go.
And they kind of sit there for a second, and they're not really sure if they're supposed to follow or not. It is now.
We are going...
So you've got taking your action. You take your movement.
yeah, I'll take my movement.
Okay. So you run to the other side.
Mhm.
Okay. Onsalton's going to follow because that seems like a good idea.
We should split the party at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Catch up with you guys.
Onsalton, let's get him.
What are you dads? Go fight them.
All right. So we've now stepped behind the ogres. Obviously, they've taken a few steps more forward, but now they're not so sure, and they're starting to look back. Shmee's turn.
So we've crossed the street. So have we gone the second block? Do we need to start heading south soon?
You would have headed south
On that one, but
if you were following the instructions exactly, you would have taken south here.
So now we need...
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's fine.
No, it's fine. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how big these city blocks are, but Shmee's going to try to get to the next block and look south, I guess.
Okay. So at 30 feet, you're going to make it about halfway, unless you double move.
Okay.
I'll go 30, look around, and then if I don't see anything, I'll go my other 30.
Okay.
So, the jacked, I can't tell what it is. It's a 14 plus 2, 16.
16. So you get to about halfway down the street. You're not seeing any ash zombies, but you are seeing a number of ropes and things going from one building to another.
Oh.
And that's kind of the next block. That's kind of the same thing too.
Okay. Shmee's gonna continue his run then. He's like, it seems clear so far, but there's weird rope things. So he's gonna kind of not yell it back because they're not that far away, but kind of like
We can walk
he's gonna kind
across
of
the
he's gonna kind of like point like something weird's going on here. So he's
Okay.
gonna keep moving.
Sounds good. And it's now Tobias.
Keep trucking.
Okay. I'll follow behind him when he says, "Oh, it's clear," and just stay with him. Not maybe right up soon, but kind of in this position to where on the next turn I could either back him up or I could back you guys up if you know. So I'm kind of in the middle ground, ready to
Okay.
assist whoever.
Perfect. So the ogres turn around and they see you and I. They've moved far enough away that they can't get right up on us, but they move right up on us.
Maybe I could burrow. No.
So they get close enough, but they're not close enough to hit us yet. They come stomping.
Just double move. I would just
Yeah,
let go.
okay, alright.
all up on you.
Tell me about these ropes.
So they're 2-story tall buildings, and the ropes look like they're tied to different things on the
Rooftops?
roofs. Yeah.
So if I
Chimney,
jumped-
from one chimney to another. If you used your jump ability, you could get up onto the roof or
And
try
then
to catch one of those
potentially
ropes.
shimmy on that way and have to...
All right, I'll just keep that in mind.
Yep.
I'm going to double move and just try to get out of there.
Okay, so what's yours? 30. So you move 60 feet. So you end up at the end of the block.
Okay.
With me?
Yep, with me. And then Onsalton is going to do the same. So we're now at the end of the block. Tobias is a little bit short of us. The ogres start coming down and following us. And as they do, you hear some clicking noises. Click, click, click.
I like this. That's good.
I hope it doesn't do it on us. though.
Yeah.
Oh, good. It's raining acid. Excellent.
We're saved. We're not saved.
Aren't half.
Okay, it's my turn again.
It is your turn again.
So can I see down the path?
Yeah, you can see north,
Sorry.
south, and east. So
We have to
to
head
the
south.
The north, everything looks like it drops off, and to the east, it looks like things drop off.
So yeah, so I
So
guess
you
I
have
have
to
to set south pretty much. I'm not heading back towards the ogres, despite what clicking is happening.
Mm-hmm.
So Shmee's gonna make his 30 feet and do the same thing again, right?
Mm-hmm.
15.
15. So you notice there's even more ropes on this one, and they tend to be angled. So it looks like someone would move across them. Zip line.
Shmee's gonna hang out here, and he's gonna hold an action in case something happens.
Okay. Tobias.
I'm going to, I guess, double move so I can catch up.
Okay.
And get up with him, but again, still, because of this whole setup, still far enough to where it would be difficult to catch. Like, say 10, 15 feet
Yep.
separated, so we're not both easy targets at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. And so the ogres start stomping. They make it to about halfway. The click, 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 ching, and you notice on the roofs these basins kind of tip up, and water comes pouring out of them, and splashes into the street and over the ash ogres. It splashes you and I, so we need to make a dexterity save to stay on our feet
Oh, dexterity
We should have been
saves.
spitting on these guys the whole
the
time.
whole time.
I should have been using my water magics.
Down with your gut. So the water
12.
water comes, and it's a pretty good flood of water. It knocks both of us off of our feet. So we both fall down into it.
With my 12?
With your 12.
12 such a good
It
roll.
was such an awesome roll. I kind of fell down and grabbed you too, so that didn't help. So I took you with me. As the water hits the ogres kind of at the knees, and it just takes them down, and they fall further and further into the water, and as they do, they kind of melt with it.
Wicked Witch of the West, yeah.
Witch of the
We
West.
should have brought water guns and goggles.
You should have.
The
Oh,
goggles.
I actually saw something brilliant. I'm going to start using Mage Hand to actually start scraping and scooping away at their knees.
Ooh, there you go. Yeah.
So I didn't
Slowly
even think
over
about doing
time.
that.
That's a good idea.
And
You're not allowed to
then,
use Mage Hand as an attack, though, are you?
I'm not attacked.
Not
Well, I guess
attack,
it
that
depends.
would be-
He's digging in the
That would be
dirt.
an attack.
just digging.
I guess
Just
I
don't
should
tell
have
the
Just
hand.
moving dust around.
Just
Yeah.
don't tell the GM.
He just fell over.
Yeah.
So as that happens, obviously we're knocked down, and then a small creature kind of over the corner goes like, "What are you guys doing up here?"
We're looking for the. I can't remember the name also.
Treasure
Pursuit.
We're looking for the Treasure's Pursuit. We have a thing for them? And it's supposed to be down that way a little bit? And he kind of points angled southeast this way now.
Ain't no thing around here. We know no delivery boys.
It's supposed to look like an old building with 2 windmills on it?
Yes, we're looking for windmills.
Oh, the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I know what that is. But what are you doing out in the street? Are you
Uh,
stupid?
Yes. Is there a way to get out of the street?
Go in that door.
Okay.
We're not
Points
from
to the
around
door,
here.
the next one. That's obvious.
So Shmee obviously heads towards the door if you can. Thanks. He does a thumbs up and then he heads towards the door.
Head towards the door, and so you open a door, leads upstairs, and then it goes up to a second floor, and there's a ladder that then goes through the roof with a trap door that definitely has a weight on it, but you would be able to lift it off yourself.
You're saying a man with the 19 strength could probably lift it?
Yeah,
Marilla
not-
does not like this
there's a
guy's
weight.
suit.
it's not. It's
There's
not
a weight on this.
It's a good workout. It's not intended to necessarily like completely block it, but just offer a lot of
Close the
resistance.
door.
In case the zombie tried to lift it.
This is gonna be trying to lift it.
Yeah.
So,
I already don't like this guy.
yeah.
Real
So,
jerk.
Tobias, what are you doing?
I just give him a bit of a wave and follow along behind so we can get up.
Okay.
And I don't know if did he clear all the way up or is he still?
I'm probably just at the door.
Probably just at the door.
Oh, okay.
He's explaining what's going to happen to Shmee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. You went through the door and went upstairs.
Okay.
Because it's just a stairway up. So you've opened the door into that second story, and you see the ladder and all that. So, and then now Tobias behind you, Marilla.
Yeah, Marilla.
You can get up as an action and move as an action.
Yeah, Marilla will follow.
Okay. So as you do, you're sopping wet. The dust is really starting to cling.
Ugh.
Same for Onsalton. It's just really starting to like double up on us. So it's going to be harder for us to move.
Less dust inside than there is in the street, though, right? I mean,
Yeah. I mean, the street's now much less dusty thanks to this.
all right.
The kid's like, "Hey, I'm gonna need payment,"
Ugh.
and so he goes and takes one of the ropes and zip lines across, hooks onto it, zip lines across. So he's gonna meet you on the other roof.
Do we have 10 minutes?
Sure.
So Shmee just sits down and starts to chant a little bit. He's also fumbling with his money because everything
Yeah.
Shmee does is money based.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, again, he just starts getting cleaner. And he kind of pats it on the head.
Okay. He's now opened the trapdoor himself, and he pokes his head, and it is like a young dragonborn.
Ugh.
So it's just, he has this
Dragon board juice.
great big dragon head, but the rest of him is like super skinny. Is that-
Sorry.
what are you gonna do? We gotta talk payment.
For what?
I saved your lives.
No, the water did.
No, I made the water trap.
You
which
can
saved
make
your
water?
life. No, the rain. Rain catches
You
the
make
basins,
rain.
and I created the
You
mechanisms.
control the
I
weather.
dropped the basins on the ogres. Ergo, you owe me the money.
We'll pay you when you get us to the house.
What do you usually take? How much does a life-saving water bath? Which you were going to kill ogres anyway.
I don't need to use
We
it on
didn't-
them.
we didn't
I'm
trigger the
safe.
traps.
It's for morons like you.
I assume that the ogres triggered the traps themselves.
No, it was all me.
What,
This is
what-
my
What
neighborhood.
color is he?
He is a yellow,
Yellow.
like gold or bronze.
I'm not familiar with like
Bronze?
races as far
Bronze.
as dragonborns
Yes.
go.
Okay. I think that's what mine is. I remember
believe so.
mine was
There's different
bronze or
colors of
brass
dragons.
now. It's been a little while. We'll say yes. It's been too long.
I thought you were purple.
Yeah, I thought you were purple.
That was a joke.
Is it?
Yes.
He's
because-
purple dragonborn now. That's just what it is.
He's whatever color he needs to be.
He's like a gecko.
I'll
He
make
just
the
like
color of my
changes.
dragon.
That's
Yeah.
a dragon of a different color.
No, that's a dragon.
Where'd
of a different
Tobias
color.
go?
You know, if you're willing to,
Gecko.
we'll get a color for, we'll get a dice, put a color down, and every.
Constantly switching.
He's blending in.
He's a black dragon now. Yeah, so he's a bronze dragon. Young one.
So
I'm like, so yeah, Shmee's like willing to negotiate. He's pretty good at negotiating. What you take? Well, what are you looking for here, man?
What do you got?
He's like, I have a few copper.
I don't need no copper.
Marilla pulls out one of
Does it
the
look like I
gems.
got a store around here?
And Marilla puts the gem back.
Shmee have.
So here's the thing. 'Cause usually we do it online, so I don't actually have my full
Yeah,
inventory.
it's
I probably got a sword or something.
Got a dumb dagger.
I mean, I don't need no sword. I
You
mean,
need. Marilla
Yeah.
pulls out a gem.
it's real shiny, girl, but I don't need it.
Well, what do you need?
I need food.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
you
that.
can
We have
Dragon
rations.
Yeah.
What kind of rations?
Rations.
Ration. This is any of that hardtack crap.
No, because like I pull out like because I mean obviously as Dragonborn I like the really meaty, real high protein.
This guy gets it.
And I say, hey brother, I got you covered,
He
and
comes
just
down
give
the
him like
stairs.
you know.
And you see he's
Right,
kind of dressed
yeah.
in. He's kind of pieced together kind of a leather armor for himself.
A jerkin.
A jerkin.
Yeah.
A pauldron.
So I
Half
and,
of a jerkin.
got this handed him. Says, hey, what clan are you?
My clan? He starts eating.
Thinking like we could offer rations, Marilla briefly looks at Onsalton and then Forgets herself for a moment.
Salton doesn't get to look, so
Good.
it's fine.
He probably just gives her a slap.
He's just really tearing into it.
So, this house, you obviously know where the house is. Are we heading in the right direction?
I know where everything is.
Ugh.
Well, yes and no. Because you're probably going to go too far south, and then you're going to get yourselves killed. Because you're stupid.
Probably. So, again, do you know how we should get there?
Yeah, you go off the roofs,
Okay, you have ropes,
right?
and
And then you got to pay for each rope, and pay the individuals who run the ropes.
there's
and
more of you guys?
Ugh.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of us.
No riffraff.
Wait, there's a bunch of you? Does anybody live in the house we're going to?
No, well, yeah, but not one of us.
Like a vampire?
No, I haven't seen no vampire because I don't go there at night.
Marilla starts rolling the dice on the ground.
What
Just
are
for
those?
fun.
What are those?
And she picks one and puts it back in her pocket. We already paid you,
What-
boy.
What are those? That's mean. That's mean. I don't know what it is on the other side of the wall, but that's mean.
It's like this.
It is mean.
He kind of turns his back on Marilla.
Hey, they're getting
I
closer
just
to you
kind of
every
let
day.
it-
6 feet
I
a
don't
year.
blame her.
6 feet. I know, it's terrible. Here I'm free. I can do what I want. I can take stuff from you guys, usually from your corpses, because you're stupid.
Hey, we made it all the way here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. By the way, what is it? About 3 blocks up, there's a couple
this
corpses.
guy's really
Yeah.
hurtful. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
you
by the
want
way-
corpses?
I don't want corpses, but I'll eat them.
Took a 2 blocks up. There's a couple guys.
This is good news. This is good news. All right.
That's for you.
For the corpses, because I like most of you, mostly that one. I'm gonna tell you how to get there.
He's a racist.
And I just
So,
look
let's
at
not
her
drop
like,
the R
That's
bomb.
why he
Yeah.
doesn't
I
like
I
Marilla
just look at her
Sassafras.
and just go, how have you been acting this whole time?
I don't like him because he's condescending and rude.
All right,
And
this is
a
what you do.
dragonborn.
You take the 2 ropes south. That'll be my ropes. That's for the 2 corpses. After that, you go down to the ground. You go east 3 blocks.
You
There's
said
a
not
house.
to go on the ground.
Unless you want to pay the other guys.
So maybe we'll talk to the other guys.
Oh, that's fine.
Do you
But
know
anyway,
the other guys?
we need to go 2 down south,
2 down, and then 3 east.
then 3 east. Okay.
You can't miss it. It's the only one still standing.
Okay.
Marilla wants to try to get as much of this gunk off of her as possible.
Shmee sees you struggling and
Pour
sees
it
that you're
out
kind of
water.
wet, and all of a sudden you feel like little hands on you, and just like
Some
wringing out the
Francisco
water.
handsy.
Yeah. You just like you just
Oh,
like
like
sit,
this
and
and
all
all.
of a sudden you see just like
Who's touching
it's just,
you?
like, it's just wringing water off of you.
Right.
Water, mud, ash off of you.
Things are getting done, but I'm not comfortable with it.
Okay.
It's not really a person's.
So
It
he's
just
like,
kind of adds up.
Okay.
It doesn't
Follow me.
really.
Alright,
Up
so
the
we'll
ladder.
follow him.
so we go up the
I
ladder,
pick up my unseen servant, just like drop him on the.
and he starts leading you along different roofs.
Mm-hmm.
And down below, you can see a few zombies down there. And he takes you to one of the ropes. He's got a cool carabiner that he quick hooks up and then zips to the other side. Like, come on, dummies!
Alright, what can I use to hook you?
I was going to give him a die.
He doesn't have a
As a
carabiner.
thank you. He just...
So you could probably hold on to it and zip down it because it is slanted. You probably wouldn't want to do it barehanded.
No, he's got full armor, not barehanded.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it'd be gauntlets, but.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I guess we're gonna have to. So we can do dex checks or strength checks. What are we doing here?
Oh,
however
I've
you're
got
doing
that
it.
crowbar.
Just-
It's got that nice hook on the end.
Oh,
I
crowbar
guess.
would be good.
So
Slide
that
it
would
down.
that'd be a strength check. If you're just going to grab it and swing it down, it's going to be
Okay.
strength.
So that,
What do I do to... get
Shree's just gonna grab it because he doesn't have anything. Oh,
No,
you're
he's-
gonna
oh,
go
he's-
first. You can go first. That's
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
Is it so steep that I have to zip down, or can I...
Oh, wow. That's
you
not a
could.
great roll.
Alright,
I
I'm
still
gonna
get
do
a
that.
15.
Under,
Yeah, you
so
still
that's
got-
going to be a strength check. So what?
15.
15? Great.
So Shree's just gonna do his best, use his gauntlets to kind of hook on there.
So yeah, your crowbar, hook it,
Yeah.
zzz, gets to the other side. Dragonborn kid's like, yeah, man, that's awesome.
What's a 19 plus 7?
And then the 19, so it grabs on you one-handed.
Like,
And you
posing the whole
slow,
way.
slow down at the end, so you can just gently.
And Shmee stretches. Oh.
Hey!
If Marilla walks across, will that be a dex check?
That would be an X.
All right, Marilla's going to try walking across.
Okay,
it.
give me a Dex check.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
Okay, so Marilla,
Plus 7.
Onsalton gives her a boost up, and she walks across, and even the Dragonborn kid's like, not bad.
She bows.
Insulted.
Then you ruined it. Onsalton is going to...
He has his bow, right?
He has his bow, so he's going to use his bow. He's not going to use his bow, that's crazy.
Break it out.
He's going to use his short sword that he has.
And
Cut the rope in half.
It's in his scabbard. It's in his scabbard.
Shmee's
Just
becoming
as soon-
extra benefit.
As soon as he jumps on, the rope just...
So he puts it on and goes, "Zzz," and he lets go and falls to the ground.
Well,
Yeah.
sorry, NPC.
Alright, we're on the other side. So I
You're both
take
on the
out my
other side.
rope and throw one end down to him.
Okay. He's currently unable to see because he's covered in dust,
I take it.
and he's also not getting it.
Oh,
Onsalton's
so Shmee
not
takes your
gonna-
rope back, ties his unseen servant to the end, and then dangles him down to go
Oh yeah,
to go get it.
Just go get
Marilla just thinks
Yeah.
just tied off and on the back.
So there's just like there's just a weird
So
this invisible circle in the end of the rope.
the two ash zombies, the pairs of ash zombies on both ends, and they both start heading that way. The unseen servant, zoop, tugs on the rope.
and we
Comes on, and
we
you guys
just
start pulling.
pull
So
him
give
up.
me, and I don't weigh that much, so you're able to
Yeah.
pull me up, I swing, bam, 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 bam,
Hopefully you're not paying for this rope.
bam. No. Hopefully not.
Who's a
So
When he gets up, I take my rope back.
I'm going to take a significant amount of damage thanks to that fall. That would be 9 points of damage. That hurt.
Awesome.
Okay. So kid's like, that was dumb.
Shmee passes unseen servant on the head again.
Yeah.
He's not a real person.
Marilla agrees with the
He's-
Dragonborn at this moment.
he's just caressed. He's not a real person. It's fine.
Alright, so he leads you across the way.
Marilla just assumes you're really into pantomime.
You can see kind of at the far intersection, there's one of the ogre ones. And it started to move to the next.
It's like looking for dinner.
It's looking for
We've
dinner.
got another
It
one,
did
right?
impact.
We
So
have
you got to
to-
do one more rope.
Okay.
This
This time, right before we all go, I cast Featherfall on everyone.
Ooh,
It's very
there you
nice.
go.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah.
You know,
So-
but
thank
it's
you.
like I've.
So now we're gonna zip.
Yeah. But I do mention that it doesn't last exception long, so it's not like we can just, you know.
So we all got to go at the same time?
Well, not the whole time. It lasts like a minute, but we can't just sit there and have a 10-minute chat while we wait for the next person to go.
Yeah. Alright, so Dragonborn clicks on. Zzz.
Okay.
That's how it's done, sons.
We don't have carabiners.
Yeah.
Should have
So,
bought
roll yours.
Yeah, I'll roll mine. But I'm gonna leave like. Oh no, I'll throw it if we need it.
It was a really good roll.
It's fine.
7.
You start going down, and your hand starts to slip off your. But then your feather falls, so you're just slowly going down.
Aim for the
You're
window.
about halfway down. It's now the next
Can,
person.
can, can I throw my?
Quickly throw out the rope to the other, to the
was gonna
dragonborn. Catch. Or to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so he's throwing it. I mean, do you need like mage hand to guide it or something?
I could cast a mage hand up there to tie it off, and I'll just start as I'm
So
falling,
you-
pulling myself up.
Is Mage Hand a bonus action?
That's a good point. I don't think it is. I don't think I have that ability, so I'll
So
have to
no.
wait. No.
So your action was to kind of click on and do this thing.
Okay.
You're now falling. You've
Yeah.
thrown it. I'll allow that as kind of a bonus.
No,
action.
I'll just get it out so that when
It's
I
ready
get the
to
mage
go.
hand, it can just go up and tie itself up, and then I'll just
Okay,
go up the side of the building.
sounds good.
Okay.
Shmee's turn.
Is 25?
25. How's it 25 here? Again. This is
But this time it's like one finger. It's like,
How does almost perfection work? Is that okay?
This time Shmee is actually flying. He's not holding on
With
to
the
rope
feather
now.
fall, he's just kind of like hovering above it.
He jumps well enough to.
Yeah, he's just jumping along it. Like Superman.
all right.
Am I balling it?
Marilla's turn.
Marilla tries to walk across to
Yeah.
+7, right?
+7's a 16.
16. So Marilla again is able to walk across, looking at Tobias, who's slowly falling. Onsalton does not think of the strength things working, so he's going to go dex this time. So he's also going to try to walk across. And he does.
Well, blind.
Holding his
You got
side.
the unseen serpent like.
Yeah. Holding him up.
It's like ghosts.
So everyone makes it across. Tobias is now
Yeah.
slowly following you about 10
Yeah.
feet.
If I'm back,
And thanks to momentum, you're actually
Yeah.
closer to it. So,
cast the, kind of get my rope out, cast mage hand, so it just goes
To
tie itself
us.
up, and I
and
just,
one of us grabs it too.
Yeah.
and we-
And I can just
go and
pull
pull
it
yourself
like
up.
a
Dragonborn
Alright.
balloon.
So we're all up there. So
yeah, that'd be
Dragonborn's
awesome.
Alright, what
You
you
can
do
levitate.
is you go down these
Pull on the
roofs
breast
here
plate.
to the very end, and you can see, if you look east, everything just kind of disappears.
Okay.
No more buildings are left standing. They're just piles of rubble. And at the end of this this block is that. And then there are more buildings south of you and west of you.
So if we head east, if there's only one building left, so can we see the one building that we're going to at this point?
You can in the distance. You can see the one. You can see that there's one building still standing.
Marilla tosses the kid about one of the bone die. Says, "Thank you for saving us." And it keeps
You're
going.
all right
Keeps going.
for an idiot.
and
And then he zips. He runs.
Oh,
through
I
the
thought you were
house.
saying he's going to throw the die out the window.
okay, I was like, all right, he's gone. I was
Yeah.
going to get more rations.
No,
He's off to go get his corpses.
he's off to go get his corpses.
That's
you
right.
can't sleep on those corpses.
But hey, if he doesn't want it, I'm okay with that.
Exactly. So you guys then head to the edge of the building. There's no obvious way down.
Is there a trap door on this building? Like there was on the other
There's
one?
not a trap door on this.
Well, depending
any
on
of
how
the
long he
buildings that
said
you've
has
seen.
gone, as long as if we were under a minute still, we can just jump off the building because the feather falls still.
It's probably taken you a minute to get to there.
Okay.
So
I'm not going to waste
Feather
another
falls.
spell.
Feather falls no good.
Well, we can
It's
just
a flat
grapple
roof
down.
that you're on.
How high up are we?
2 stories up.
Yeah, we can. I
So
got a
16
50-foot
feet?
rope. I mean, yeah.
16 feet.
Just
Okay.
yeah, we can have one of us just hold it or
Yep.
tie it off and just go down the side.
Well, because we're going to need to get back, so I guess we can tie it off.
Okay. Sounds good.
Shmee can always buy another rope. He'll sacrifice his rope.
Well, like I said, with mage hand, I can have it tie itself. We don't need to actually
And then
make a
untie
rope.
it.
That's
Yeah.
true, we can do that.
Yeah.
So you get the rope tied. Everyone goes down. I'm not going to make you roll the climb. You all know how to do that.
I've been rolling really high, so the next one's going to be
Yeah,
real
no.
good.
Exactly.
That's how it works.
sound like it's all about us, but really, it's your character. You don't want
My
to
character. I'm going to die from falling.
That would be awesome.
So between you and the building that's off in the distance is probably about what would have been 5 blocks to the south, but it's just piles of building. One wall sticking up, 2 walls here. It's all pretty barren, open. You can see that maybe there's a large group of ash zombies off to the south, but they're fairly far to the south. It looks fairly open between you and this house.
So if I mean, I guess we just go for it, right?
Yeah. Well, the only thing
So-
I could think of is have someone slightly ahead to stealth and just kind of with hand motion saying, "Yes, we're good," because obviously we tried.
Who's
The
going to
problem-
stealth?
The problem is, like, where are we going to go at this point, right? Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying we shouldn't stealth. So, okay, we can
Just
just...
to see what's
Well,
going on. but-
I'm more of just so we have an idea of where things are because it might be there's something right there. Well, we could technically kind of skirt around something,
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
but yeah, it's really
There's
Alright,
only
so
one of
our
us I
forte.
trust to do any sort of stealth with.
Okay.
yeah.
We're really saying Marilla needs to go first.
We're just being nice about it.
18.
18. All right. So you stealth on up ahead, and kind of as you're going, you're not seen. So now you need to roll perception.
Ugh. So a +1 to perception.
You're using the shadows and the rubble to kind of move around, pick your
11.
steps carefully. You don't see anything moving around.
Okay.
Wind is blowing pretty good from
Give
the
him
north
thumbs
still.
up to do my stealth, which is.
Yeah, you sent me to
Falling very
stealth, but I
quietly.
can't see anything.
Steps up, yeah. So you kind of do that, one block after another. Roll perception. Whoever goes first. Marilla, I guess. Since you go first.
15.
15. You get a sense that you're being watched.
It's fine.
Okay. Anyone
Do
else
you-
want to roll?
Yeah, I
As
mean, if
they
she's gonna
reach
pass
out?
that on, I'll
It kind of, as you
Yeah.
get closer
I
to
feel
the
like
building,
I'm
you get the
watched.
feeling you're being
16.
Yeah, I-
not much
okay.
better.
That hasn't gone away since someone, the invisible man, cleaned me off.
watched. So yeah, you definitely feel like something in the direction of the house is watching you.
Okay.
You get that.
Dave the
And
vampire.
how far are we?
Big brick.
Or how close are we?
You're now 2 blocks away.
Okay. So we're
No.
talking about 100 feet then, or so. Okay.
And now that you're closer, you can see that this house is completely standing. It does have the 2 windmill towers with windmills on them. They're just gently moving in the breeze. It looks like a 3-story building with a big central part to it, and then wings with little towers on them as well. It's brick, or a brick-like.
Brickish.
Brick adjacent. It's red, and then it's got kind of limestone caps, so it's a red and white building. It looks really good, and then it has a courtyard around it, and the courtyard is green. Topiaries are growing.
Edward Scissor
We just look at
hands.
that
Yeah.
and we're just like, okay, guys, well,
Let's
this has
skip
been fun.
this.
Let's
Yeah,
just.
let's skip this entirely.
Shmee pulls out his map. I think we need to go around the back. like we need to go here.
Marilla's not even interested.
Just drops the case.
It's just a lich. It's fine.
Just,
It's just
we
a
just
lich.
light it on fire and walk away.
Yeah, Shmee just
Yeah.
gets out his matches.
I was like, yeah, I'm like, you know, guys, I've got a warhammer. Have we ever tried to thought of just smashing it open?
It's not a bad
I
idea.
Shmee looks around like, I don't think.
The kid didn't mention this?
Here's not the good spot.
Yeah.
No, the kid, he just called it the house.
Okay.
Alright, well, Marilla walks on in.
So no.
No,
we
no,
do have
no.
the map
I mean-
that tells us where to go. Right? There's like a little like.
There's a map
And,
that
and
tells
when
you
we
where to
get there,
go.
and before we enter, I'm gonna first use my divine sense, which is like can detect like any kind of like either I think it's evil, good, or is it the abyssal presence within 60 feet, and like its type, though not specifically who or what it is.
Is it good, like divine good, or
Yes,
it's not?
it's none of those.
It's none of those.
Okay. How about just go?
Just tries everything.
I'm
How about?
you guys. I'm thinking of using a detect magic.
Is it a mimic?
I use all my spells.
I'm just gonna use all my spells right
I'm gonna be
outside.
so mad.
Well,
Alright,
I'm trying to
so you
decide if
gotta
I
use
want to use the
detect magic?
detect magic. And just, what do you guys think? Should we go for it?
On the box itself?
No, on like
On
the
the-
place.
the-
I want to see if there's something like the house or the yard or something like that
Something
is
like
magical.
It wouldn't hurt, I guess.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
going
what
to
else
go
are
for
we gonna
that.
use it
So we'll
on?
detect.
It is magic as
Okay.
topiaries, the grass, the walls, the windmill especially. Just magic all up in that business.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not like super strong magic. It's a hint of
Something's
magic.
going on.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
But it's like everything. It's all.
It's everything.
Yeah.
You've seen something similar in like a protection ward. Usually never quite over an entire building this size, but you've seen it in some of the commanders in your order have done this where they've had a protection ward and it kind of infuses itself into the building.
Okay. And it says that if it has a school of magic, I can determine what that is. If it has one. Doesn't have to.
It does not have a school
Okay.
of magic.
shenanigan magic.
Shenanigans.
The worst.
Get out the brooms.
Rooms up.
Okay.
Real's gonna call shenanigans.
Okay. Well, at least that runs for like 10 minutes.
Shree's just
Trying to
gonna like.
think. Maybe.
I mean, should we knock?
So
Well,
maybe, like,
and it
transformation.
doesn't
Well,
just
I
have
think
to
we follow
be.
the map.
Yeah.
I think we have a
You
map
know,
that
it
says that
doesn't
we're
have
supposed to
to
go
be. It
around
just
the
says
back
if
behind
there-
this house.
if there is.
I think we should go where the map says because obviously the map knows something.
Where did we get the map? Like, who wrote up the map that says, here's the building?
You got the map in the Wave Echo Cave.
Right.
In that study where you fought the
Oh, okay.
the undead fellow.
Yeah,
And
the
he got
old.
his pipe.
Okay.
So it was in one of the books there that you found. It must have belonged to somebody associated with this group.
Yeah, and for anyone watching, the reason we don't remember is that was, I think, the start of August.
yeah.
So it's been a little while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
If anybody stayed after the mic debacle.
That's true.
We still got 2.
Woohoo!
But I can't. If it's the blue, I think is the live ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The blue is
we still
the
got
live ones.
Cameron
The camera's still hanging on.
Hey,
And
buddy.
maybe Daniel's
Flying
mom.
Dutchman.
You're
One or
going to
two.
call tonight.
It's
All
fine.
right.
So, what do you guys want to do? You want to go around back,
I think I want to follow the map.
follow the map? Okay.
That's our best lead. I mean,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Okay. So you're gonna kind of pick your way on the outside, not going on the grass or the topiary quite yet. Kind of work your way around. Square building, for the most part. The wings are shorter than the central ones. And as you work your way to the back, you can see on the second floor there are large stained glass windows, and there's a light flickering from there. There is a porch area that's kind of been cut off by a hedge, and then there's two large glass doors that open, or no, wooden doors that open inside from there. For those, and then there's lots of windows, but you don't see any other entry points.
So the map would be pointing towards these doors, I would gather, or am I looking for some
So
sort of
looking-
hidden rock?
Looking at the map, there's an arrow pointing down this long flight of stairs, and then going into a series of chambers. You suspect that this is under the house.
Okay.
So it's either on the outside of the house or it's inside the house going down.
So I guess we just. Do you want to go in the front, or do you want to use these
I
glass
don't know.
doors?
Should we see if someone's in here before we start rooting around in
Yeah,
the basement?
just go up to the glass doors there and just politely knock.
What do we know about
Yeah.
Treasure's Pursuit? Right, they're adventurers.
Yeah.
They're adventurers. We're adventurers.
They pay their dues.
They're
dues.
they're upstanding
they're up and up.
citizens.
All right, so you guys go up. There's kind of flagstone pavers that you can go up, take you to the porch area. It's all very nice, but obviously there's no actual life going on here. Like there's no birds, rabbits, things running
Stupid
around.
dust.
It's probably because of the dust. There's nothing around there.
Can your unseen servant announce us? I don't know.
He can't talk.
Can't
Yeah.
talk.
That's why I did just
I
politely
the way
knock.
I mean he can hear me, but the way I control him is mentally. He and I have a special connection.
That's enough.
Like this. So you rap on the door, and it clicks open.
Sweet.
Shmee does send in the unseen servant first. Like the door just opened.
We have a special connection. Go
Get out
first.
You see him just kind of pushing it.
Pushing the
unseen
air.
servant goes in. That's a grand adventure.
He disappears.
You're our 1 millionth customer.
Exactly. You win.
He's my unseen servant.
Doesn't work like that. He's free.
He's free now. Yeah.
He becomes a real boy.
He just waits 10 minutes and casts him again.
So yeah, the door kind of swings open and keeps swinging open, especially if you push your unseen servant through. You see a large hallway that runs the whole length of the building. There are some statues that kind of go here and there. On the walls are different paintings. It looks like different adventure groups doing different things. There's one fighting a dragon, other one's fighting a magical cup, and the groups are always different.
Did you say
Like
magical
this
cup?
one looks like a barbarian's leading it. This one has a blue wizard. That one has
Well,
a
I
red
mean, look at
wizard.
Stay out of the West Wing.
Paintings. I mean,
Yep.
do they
Nobody
obviously
go to the
look
West Wing.
painted, or do these look like frozen images, or
Give me a perception check. Give me that perception.
Is it
luckily
us?
it is
14.
14.
14. Your untrained artistic eye does not believe that these are somehow frozen images or anything. They're painted works. In fact, you can see a signature in the
Oh,
lower
okay.
left-hand
So
corner.
it's kind of
It's a different
so nothing
signature
else
for each
turned
one.
them around, so if they tried to jump out at us, they
Uh,
hit the
and
wall.
then, there are also suits of armor between each one. Different types. So there's like leather, like towards the front especially.
Look for anything that might be my,
Yeah,
you
so
know, like a
that's-
plate that's my size.
There
Yeah.
aren't any plate your size,
Oh.
but you know, there's leather one over here. There's kind of a cloth one over there, full
And there's
plate,
shields?
half plate. One of them is holding a shield.
So Shmee at this point understands that it's whatever something let us in, right?
Yeah.
He clicked it. So Shmee's just gonna go, hello?
Hello.
Marilla jumps.
So it says.
You hear? Imagine if Alexa was your house.
So Shmee's
How?
like, so how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing quite well.
Is this the treasure? Sorry.
Treasure's
Pursuit, I believe.
Yes,
is what
treasure
you're
pursuit. We noticed you're good on your dues, so good job there.
Thanks, Jarvis.
Oh, yes, I was afraid you were coming to collect the next one.
No.
Good. What could we do for you?
Well, so Shmee's like, you have the box. He's like, can I have the box? And we kind of like hold it up. Do you remember this thing?
Marilla keeps a hand on it.
I don't, but I imagine Newhart would.
Oh, yes, Newhart.
Newhart, we have guests.
I'm sorry, are you the house? Is the house talking? Marilla asks.
Why, little girl, of course I'm the house.
Okay.
She feels better somehow. Okay.
Just getting an honest answer. Okay,
Just-
fair enough.
Want to know what's going on.
He'll
here.
greet you upstairs.
Is he undead just before we go up there?
No, he's something else.
Sweet, thanks.
Something else?
Yeah. Shmee shrugs and like, well, at least he's not undead.
Well, I had to
Can
tell
you be a
them.
little more specific, Jarvis?
They would be surprised if you walked in and they would... Well, of course. He's obviously having an argument with someone else in the house.
I am the great and powerful Oz.
Shmee just follows up the stairs. Just
Yeah.
kind of
Alright, so you gotta go to the very front and then go up the stairs.
Marilla's hiding behind Shmee as he goes up
Okay.
with her
Go
crossbow.
up the starirs.
like, you can Shmee,
Yeah.
every stair, he's not like for some reason not putting him on his back, he's just helping the unseen servant as we go, just like,
Marilla just thinks you're really into miming. like really into it.
So
she's seen it actually do stuff though,
She
right?
doesn't believe in it.
It's not real.
It's just like a cool mage hand.
It's a lie. So you reach a landing on the second floor. Real large doors that have been ornately carved. There's like a griffin on one side, manticore on the other.
Shmee wants on the
There are like
manticore.
Ugly.
stag heads, different heads, kind of lining two different hallways that go down either side.
Humanoid
Um,
heads.
there are doors. It's
dangerous.
As we're
the
going
house
by
is well
the,
lit.
all the trophies of the heads, I was
Mhm.
like, impressive. Did members...
Yes,
Catch you
many
there.
of these were captured or killed by members of the guild.
They're gonna let us loose to hunt us.
Yes, you are the most dangerous. I mean, no.
She's not the most dangerous.
I was
Shmee-
kidding, Newhart. I was kidding.
Shmee
I'm pretty dangerous.
Shmee giggles.
So the doors then open, and it opens up into a large library.
Library.
A library. In the center.
She was like book
It's
stuff.
full on Beauty and the Beast.
In the center.
It's yours, Marilla.
In the center is a fireplace, rows and rows of books, and then the glass stained windows you saw from outside. Sitting in a high back chair, or the high back chair turned to you, and there's a humanoid sitting in it.
But we can't see.
Humanoid.
You can't see it.
Okay. So come
Yeah,
and
we-
stare at the beast, have you?
Why do they always have to turn around dramatically? Shmee just waits for his moment.
Marilla hates surprises.
Newhart, you really need to show yourself. So he does get up, and as he gets up, you see an elf maiden. It turns around and, in a male voice, it says, "Well, it's good to meet you."
Elf maiden with a man's voice.
And then the elf maiden turns into a dwarf.
Ugh, another shapeshifter,
Oh,
doppelganger.
My name is Newhart, and welcome to Treasure's Pursuit. It's good to have you here.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And then he switches into a tiefling male.
Marilla is gawking. She doesn't know how to handle this.
This is why I didn't want anyone.
Shmee just kind of does
Yeah.
this, like just like not like poof, like nudges her.
Marilla says, "You're beautiful," to try to cover it up.
That's. I mean, thank you.
Marilla doesn't say anything
It
else.
turns into probably the ugliest woman you've
Marilla
ever seen.
tries to stealth behind Shmee and just take herself
Shmee
out of
says
the
like
equation.
just Shmee having very little social graces, though very high as charismatic as he can. Like, are you like a changeling that had an issue, or
No,
were you just playing with something you shouldn't have?
A little of more on the column B. I don't want to talk talk about it.
We don't need to talk about it. I was just trying to figure out where.
He's
Where in the
constantly
spectrum?
switching to different species, and it's not a lot of times shape changers, doppelgangers. It's a very violent change, like their bones have to like snap and things like that. This is very fluid.
I've still got the detect magic.
Yeah.
How is that? How is he or she
Completely
looking? So
Completely
completely.
different. He's super bright magic, but it is a transformative school. But even that, like, it's transformative into something else.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much detail this gives me, but does this look like something that was a cast upon or a natural-ish kind of thing that's gone? Okay.
Yeah.
So Shmee,
I don't know how much yet.
Shmee is trying not to gawk, unlike because he knows you still need to win people over, right? Because he's all about getting money. So he's like, "We found this box that has your guys' symbol on it." And he kind of like tugs Marilla, who's kind of holding on.
Marilla's
to
still
her.
gonna hang
So
on to it.
she's like, no,
Even if she gets
So
scooted
he's like
out.
dragging her and the box like this.
Marilla, without making eye contact, says that we found it.
That does have our symbol on it.
We found it.
It's not mine though.
Do you know any of these initials? Because there's like initials, right? Isn't it like a piece of
there's,
paper?
there's a letter with several names on it, like Yonk, Zephyr, Elios,
James Dean.
James Dean. That was a symbol. That was
They all
like-
died early.
Never heard of her.
Martin
So-
Scorsese.
Yeah.
Scorsese.
So you read those names and he's they were they that is to say they were when they were alive with us. That,
Do they have like lockers or something?
well, they would have had their own personal lockers down in the
What
vault.
happened here?
Well, the sundering happened.
Well, yeah, but
here.
like everybody's dead and you're shapeshifting. Marilla's
he's now a small boy,
yeah.
full
Marilla's
with
question
matching
stands.
clothes, everything like that.
What's going on here? Why are you paying your dues? Why are you shapeshifting?
Well,
Why is everyone else dead? That's a fair question.
Yes, that is a fair question.
There's a number of fair questions.
Well, I'm not. Well, I am, but I'm not supposed to be. But I'm not the master of the guild. Well, I am because I'm the only one. But I used to be the Batman for the master, and he's dead.
Is this your fault? This whole dusting thing?
No. That happened. We're not sure why that happened.
So
We have theories. I mean, we have some.
So
some
we,
ideas.
mean you in the house, have theories.
Yeah. Echthelios, he and I, we both, we talk. We talk quite a bit.
And so Athelios, you've given this house sentience. Shmee does this to like say the house.
Echthelios was already. He was a wizard, a very powerful wizard. And
Great and powerful.
And in order to save the house from the sundering, I became the house. He became the house.
Oh, that's fun.
That's fair enough.
So, do you know where the lockers of these folks would be? I mean,
Well, it would be in the vault, but I can only allow members.
is there like an entrance fee? I mean, you must be taking on new members. I mean,
Well,
We made it here.
Well-
Isn't that adventure?
that
Well,
seems like an
enough.
adventure.
I mean, we're
well, actually, yes. This is fortuitous because
let's just join.
we need some. Would you like to know what?
Do you have a
what we do?
brochure?
Yes, that would be lovely.
So, Treasure's Pursuit was designed to find
Pursue treasure.
treasure. They're real clever with the names back in the day. And you can tell he's trying to focus, and he turns into an elderly man, balding, real simple.
Bob
you know,
Newhart.
I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah,
now.
I picked up on that.
And so
If I
he's
recognize
really
anything, I'm
focusing on
freaking
that.
out.
Yeah. There's a lot of things out there that they need to be found. That is to say, reclaimed. And so that's what we do. We find the things, we bring them back. Sometimes we keep them, or we study them, or we sell them, or things like that. So
Let me guess. You have like an extra planar location where you store all this stuff, right?
No, it's just in the vault.
okay.
That's why wouldn't we do that? Why, if Elias,
It would
we
be
do that?
safety. It'd be safety.
I haven't thought of that. It's not a bad idea.
So Shmee pulls out his map, like, so does this point towards the vault? We got this off not quite a lich.
Not quite a lich.
How did you get that?
Not quite a lich.
Tucking away.
Very similar.
Tucking that away as a band name.
That is
Not quite
one
a
of the first
Son of a bitch.
the first versions of the vault. There've been a lot of modifications since that one.
So, is it possible this not... Do we remember the lich's name?
No.
Glass staff? No.
No.
I don't think we really learned his name.
It's a shame.
I can't remember. I know. It's not important.
Doesn't matter,
I
it's
don't
too
think
far
we ever gave
ago.
up. I think it was mid-July.
Mid-July.
Doesn't matter, we can move on.
Yeah.
Anyway, like,
Yeah.
like, he had it in his notebook, so probably he was trying to break in, but he couldn't go very far from his cave for obvious reasons. And now he can't go anywhere.
That's good. We had a number of wizards who worked for us, and especially would have been involved in making the vault. So it's possible.
He probably went to go work for the Soul Forge before it went down.
Oh, yeah, that's possible. I'd have to check the personnel records, of course, but yeah, that would make sense.
Well, so do we assign? Is there a fee?
Yeah,
We add our
what are
names
the
as a-
rules, regulations?
Do you scry us every 20 days and
What
rip
are
us
the
back through
tenets?
time and space?
You kind of see him get a little excited, but now he's turning back into different. He's turning into a minotaur. He's turning into lots of different things. I never had to do this. The last group we had was 40 years ago, and so he kind of goes around. He gets a sheaf of paper and a quill, and he brings it over to you guys, and he said, you just sign your name, and that's it.
Maybe have your servant sign it first.
And then
The unseen servant side.
It's just an X.
He's a full-blown member now, yeah.
We find treasure, and you agree to bring the particular item we're looking for back, and we take care of that. Anything else you find, unless it's super dangerous, you can, use your discretion, obviously, and Athelios will probably suss it out, because that's what he does.
Alright.
Who do we answer to? Who's like in charge here? You?
I'm in charge. No, you're not in charge, because I'm technically the master now.
Because you're the only one that's left alive and not an object.
That's right. Well, I'm telling you, if you want to live forever, become a house.
You're gonna live
Forever?
Forever.
I bet we could... Never mind.
She's like, remind me never to stay here when I have a girl with me.
I'm just saying, we've fought houses before.
We've fought out.
Houses before. Delia's gonna cry. Technically, yes, I'm the master.
She's like, alright, we can take jobs for another group if that gets us into the vault to find the keys for whatever this is.
Yeah, I mean, and Tobias likes the idea. He's just kind of like, I am part of the Holy Order of the Mighty Wind. Is that going to be an issue? I can't obviously put down any vows I've taken.
We often had more freelancers. Yes, freelancers. Yeah.
So it's-
Okay.
It's
not a very binding... Like, we're not...
We're just doing jobs.
It's like a
All
per
right,
job.
yeah.
Shmee
Okay.
hears like it go off about like, I often kill people for money. Is that a problem?
That's typically frowned upon in polite society.
But it's not against the charter. Or anything.
It's I don't believe Thelios. A little help.
Yeah.
I don't believe so. I mean, Zorn killed a lot of people.
I keep
Jim
it
It's
sparkles.
like Zord, so he's like one of the guys in the box, right?
No, that was York.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
York and Zorn, I think, were related, but that was through Bazork.
Zork?
Oh my gosh.
No, not the
Yes,
Zork.
yes. Well, that's
You've had a
So she just walks up and
No.
signs.
yeah.
Or was it Bazank? I could never
Just
get
Shmee's
the
done signing and he hands it to the next person. He's like,
No, I've got it.
I'm quickly signing. I'm like, sign
Bazinga!
it!
No,
Sign
Bazinga was the first, and then Bazong, and then Bazang.
Onsalton signing. Because they're on to Marilla.
We've had a lot of that particular clan, when I think about it. Yeah, we've had a number of people who kill people killers.
Shmee holds it up. It's like
Signs the paper.
everyone's like,
Great. I happen to have a item all ready to go.
First things first. We came a ways to figure out this chest, I think.
Oh,
don't you guys? I mean, it's your guys' chest. Don't you want to know what's in it?
well, like I said, it's independent owners in a lot of ways. So
everybody that owned this chest is dead.
as far as we know, right, fellas? Yes, they've all died.
All right. Well, maybe we shouldn't have signed right away. Maybe we should have figured this out first. But
Yeah.
I'm inclined to.
Most of
Maybe
them
not.
died after
Well,
leaving, though.
You know, we're right here. We might as...
I'm just saying, if the
I
vault's
guess we
here,
can hear what you have to say.
Well, yeah, we'll hear what you have to say. We'll
yeah,
look at that
yeah.
word.
I have no problem with listening to what you got.
Great. There is it's a cup or a chalice, chalice.
Grail.
I'm familiar.
Grail.
The Judas.
There we go.
I'm familiar with it.
It was used by an ancient king. He preferred to eat the brains of his enemies in this cup. He eventually ate the brain of a wizard, and ever since then, it has granted a certain amount of intelligence, stuff to the people. I mean, it killed the king when he ate it, but everyone else after they got smarter. So there's that.
So don't eat out of it, probably.
Right. I mean, it's probably not hygienic at this point. So a dragon found it, and it has it now.
So we have to steal it from a dragon.
Yeah, that would be.
Do we know
Does
where
the
the
dragon
dragon?
have a name?
The dragon is named Venom Fang. They're really original.
Venom
the old dragons.
Fang equals dragon.
Shmee doesn't even bother writing that down.
He has moved around a lot, but recently he's set up in Thunder Tree, which is maybe about 3
Yeah, we know where it
days
is.
from
We do.
here.
Remember the high frogs?
Oh yeah.
They live
Yeah.
right next to high.
Thunder
Which
Tree.
is perfect. We could swing by.
Okay, yeah.
I'm a little low on tobacco.
Yeah.
We take the
Hot
job.
We're like, yeah, there's a hot springs with some high frogs there.
100%. I'm in.
So you just need to get that cup and bring it back, and
Out
we'll secure it.
of curiosity, is there like a teleportation system set up so we don't have to walk through the dust to get to here?
That's a good question.
No.
So Shmee's like, that sounds like fun, and we needed to go to Thunder Tree anyway, mostly because we need more color tobacco.
Yeah, we had to get to Thunder Tree.
Speaking of which, if you smoke, I have
Oh
some.
yeah. Do you want to know? Do you have any tobacco?
I can't, and he's constantly switching. So
Some of you is
Well, we can put some in
some of
the.
his asthmatic.
I look up. We can put some in the chimney for you.
I would love that.
Shmee goes like he sprinkles it all
giant
over.
bonfire. We're gonna get this
Give me
house
some
so
more.
fine.
Sprinkles it. He's like, it's kind of expensive.
I can imagine. It's delicious.
It's a house party.
Really goes and closes the flue, so it just billows out.
Billowing out. Let me tell you about Bazank. He was a party animal.
So she was like, well, if you're having a good time, maybe we can go check out that. I mean, we're here. We have a box.
That'd be
Should we go see if what's down there?
yeah. I mean, but they're dead, and I imagine we can go into there.
So we can't smash the
box.
box, right? We already established that.
As far as you know, if you were to smash the box, it would destroy whatever inside.
But we
And
would be
besides,
able to know
at this
what it
point,
was.
it would be the most ridiculous
That's
thing.
true. No,
We make it all the way to just smash it.
Marilla grabs the
I hate this
hammer
box.
and can't lift it.
I hate this box
Yeah,
so much.
that's it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you guys start heading down. Doors are opening. Lights are kind of flashing to kind of guide you as you go around. Newhart stays up above. Just bring the cup, the brain bowl back for us.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
No, great.
So and then he'll lead you to the very back of the house, then down some service stair, really super long service stairs to the very bottom, and then the lights stop flashing. Come down to a very dank, dark room.
Dank. Oh, it's dank now.
Dank.
The house is like
Especially-
It's a dank house.
You start to hear like some music being played throughout the house. It's like zither.
We really corrupted this
And-
place. We've been here
and my
15
thought
minutes.
is,
15
you know,
minutes.
we could use the house for our band.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Use
wait,
the
wait.
house.
The band is in Soul Forge? Like our musical band?
Yeah, but this
Yes, that's true.
and with the light strobing that it could do, we could
Oh,
have
yeah.
concerts
We
here.
could
It'd be
have concerts.
amazing.
we'll just spray
Amazing.
color weed inside all the fireplaces.
Amazing.
We're just going to
Amazing.
convince everyone to come across the Dustlands to our house
Hey,
parties.
if we have amazing parties, people will do it.
It's true.
We charge a nice cover fee. We don't have to adventure anymore.
We'll bring corpses for the rope people.
Full on musicians,
We
guys.
have them
This is
set
it.
up a corridor, and we'll just pay them with the few people that we lead the wrong direction. You know.
Perfect.
We really need to figure out how to travel, but
Yeah,
We'll get
yeah.
some
We'll,
super
we'll, have
soakers.
to, we'll have to give some.
So you have a number of, in the stank room, a large round metal door sits in front of you. It clicks and then opens, and inside you see that next part of the map that you have. It's another hallway with several doors off to either side, and a torch flashes next to one of them. This one was York's.
do we see any keys?
You don't. The
Because
door
the door's
itself is locked.
closed.
Yeah.
Okay, just
So we touch the door. It's like, can you open it?
I'm afraid I don't have any jurisdiction over this particular,
Jarvis, can you open it?
over the vault doors.
I'm like, I'll look over at the one
Didn't-
person who can pick locks.
But didn't we get permission from?
You had permission to come down here, but we don't have any way of opening the doors without you actually being the person.
Even after they're dead?
I'm afraid so.
How do you guys
if
keep
we lock it, is
everything
that like a
out?
breach of contract?
Marilla wants to
If you were
investigate
to
the
unlock it, I don't think I saw anything. What's that over there?
Alright, Marilla investigates the lock just to make sure
Okay.
nothing's.
Give me an investigation.
What is my investigation? I think it's a plus.
Shmee just leans up
4.
against the wall. This is not his job.
he actually rolls up some color weed himself.
That's a 9.
It's a 9. So it looks like a fairly complicated lock. It's almost looks like 2 keys and then they turn counterclock. So picking it would be difficult, but not impossible.
Any harm in me trying to pick it?
And this box is the only thing that
Can
can
either of us
control
lend
this
help
stuff, right?
in any way?
Yeah.
Looking at the box, is there like anything that can kind of slide in or move out to see?
Can I have
where
my
they're
unseen
hidden?
servant help?
No. I don't see how you're. Well, how is your
Wait,
unseen
wait.
servant help?
Well, no, it's probably down by now because I was thinking
Well, I got a
mage
question.
hand through the door.
Is
and
there
unlock
any
it.
sort of gaps?
Yeah.
There's
that's
not
true.
gaps. It's a kind of it's a
I
seal.
was gonna say if I could look
See
underneath
sealed
that,
metal
I could
door.
cast the unseen servant on the
On
other
the
side.
Any harm in me trying to pick it?
No, I don't believe so. York wasn't the type to do booby traps unless that was Bork. No, it was definitely York.
Oh, and I get advantage. So
Good show.
okay, 14, and that's a dex, right? So 18.
18. So on the very first lock, you work on the first one. You hear a click.
Just
There's one more lock to do.
Out of curiosity, can I just like mage hand on the other side to unlock?
You would have to get the mage hand underneath, and the door's sealed, so there's no obvious.
Okay, so I have to be able to see where I cast it.
You would have to get the mage hand like underneath. Same
Plus,
like
you'd have to know
this-
where to.
Yeah,
you'd have to still know how to manipulate the mage hand on the other side.
Well, I'm just thinking if I could have it appear on the side of the door, just try and have it feel where the lock is and turn it.
Oh yeah.
Oh. He's like, no.
Alright, so I'll give it another go.
11.
can't see.
10?
10.
Okay. So 15.
15. The other lock clicks.
I back up.
I'll open the door.
No, have the unseen servant open the door.
Okay, unseen servant opens the door.
Shrieks out in agony.
And
He doesn't
it
make
is
noise.
Completely empty.
Just screams in
Except
silence.
for one parchment.
The unseen servant grabs it and then carries it back.
She says, look up.
Look up.
Angel
Look up,
drops.
suckers.
You just see it go and it like floats and it comes back and it hands it to me. What's Shmee reading? Besides he's like smoking too.
Shmee's got a force.
Exactly.
Just red smoke.
So, as he's smoking, you unroll the thing, and in a very poor penmanship, "York gone home, gone back to Bunkin."
York should be alive.
Shmee takes a. Well, I guess we gotta. This guy went to Bonkanen. He looked up for the house.
He's a terrible speller. He went to Buchanan.
Oh.
Is that like the afterlife, or is that his home country?
It's his home to the north.
Ah.
Yes.
North?
North.
This is home to the north. His house. is
South by
high.
north.
It's about 5 days to the north, if I remember correctly.
South by northwest.
South by northwest. It's up in the it's in the tundra. It's very cool.
She's like, yay, the north.
Alright.
So there's two. How many more guys?
There was 5 on the paper, and so another thing flashes.
All right, keep.
Alright.
I think we just keep picking locks. Yeah.
Okay.
Anything good?
You have an 18 plus whatever in there.
Okay.
Okay,
18
first one
plus
clicks.
4, 22.
Oh, 17 plus.
23.
Okay, so both of them click open. This one looks like it belonged to Zephyr. It is full of fabric.
Oh no.
Marilla loves nice fabric. Fancy
Uh,
things.
Mostly just full of fabric. So,
Any sparkles or any
there is
sequin
a
fabric?
particularly sparkly black
Alright.
bolt.
Yeah, Marilla takes
It's
as
got
much
like
as she can
2
carry.
yards on
I
it.
do look through and see if I can find something to make a really nice head wrap for when we get out of here.
Yeah, I would like to.
Get,
I'd
like,
like to
close.
offer up.
Shmee feels it's like, is any of this burnable? You think?
I'd like to offer
How
up the
combustible
cheapest.
do you think this
I'd like
is?
to offer up the cheapest fabric for
There's
face masks.
kind of a more burlappy one. That one would be fairly combustible.
He just
Alright,
takes-
Marilla allows you to take the
Yeah, hemp.
burlap.
Do we don't find any keys though. We just find.
Yeah, I
You'll
mean,
find any
as we're
keys or
searching through all
anything.
these, no.
No, nothing.
I'm writing fabric on my item sheet.
Okay.
Beautiful fabric.
So yeah, does another light flash? We continue on our
Yep,
mystical.
another light flash. This one's much farther down.
Same. All the locks are the same. The dual.
Yeah.
You got a 15 plus whatever over here.
Okay, so 19.
19. Okay. The first one opens. Roll a Constitution.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you're great constitution. It's fine.
As you're
Are you
doing,
sure?
as you
Plus
unlock
2.
it, you hear the click. You feel electricity surging into your hands.
Halflings are immune to electricity. So that's a 10.
A 10. So you take a slight shock, and you take 5 points of damage.
Slight.
Slight.
All right, but I unlocked it, right?
But you unlock the first one.
I don't know how much. Does anyone have rubber gloves or anything?
No, but
Ground
he can
me.
heal you.
Ground
No,
me.
let me wear your plate armor.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well stay here for the night and rest up. So
Yeah.
yeah.
There's no rush.
13 plus something.
17.
17. All right, and the second one
No, I
unlocks.
have to roll a con again?
Nope.
I shouldn't have asked.
This is the first one.
Never asked.
You never ask.
Never.
Sorry.
Silly Daniel. All right, so this one opens, and it's full of several different potions and just glass bottles. Most of them are empty, though.
Do we know any of these potions? Should we?
You can investigate.
Shmee's not investigating.
I
that.
can investigate.
You can.
Get that healthy. Oh, 18 plus something.
22.
Awesome. So there is a health potion. Potion of healing in there, and then there's one potion of revivify.
Revivify?
Hey, hold on to
That's
that
what they
one.
call it, yeah.
So
What does it do?
It brings us back to the dead.
Who should I give that to? I'm going to give it to you. You're most likely going to stay alive, right? Or I mean, I'll hang on to it for now, but
Yeah.
Just, it doesn't matter. I mean, we can all reach into each
just
other.
hold on.
I might
Once
sell
we're
it
dead,
behind your back.
once we're dead, you can always just.
Yeah.
I might mix it into a drink.
Okay, fair. I take it from you. I say, here, I'll hold on to that one.
All right, you take the potion of revivify.
So we're 3 down. We got 2 more to go.
mm-hmm.
2 more.
Doors,
2 more dice.
I thought we were done.
but no key.
One of them's just going to be full of keys, guys. It's going to be like that scene in Harry Potter. Flying around.
I was like, son of a... Oh, nice.
Oh, so what was I? +4, so 23.
Okay, that one. Click.
Is it a 17 plus something?
Yep,
Yeah.
+4.
That one also clicks. This room opens up, and there is webbing everywhere. Web everywhere, and just full of spiders.
Shmee just does this. And you see the spider web just getting bound up. And you just see like this little man shape, but now just like a webbing man. But then he starts
Somehow
cleaning himself
more-
and shoving it into his magical bag.
Somehow more unsettling.
You just see it, it's just
So
spinning
after all the
around.
cleaning-
Marilla's like
Yeah,
half a
we
mind to
see
shoot this
anything.
mummy that just appeared.
You clean out the web. There is a dagger on one of the shelves on the higher shelf there. But
Marilla
otherwise there's no
is going
key.
to scrounge up and try to grab that dagger if she's able.
Okay.
And
There's a little man covered in webbing and spiders
Fine,
next
she'll
to you.
use him.
So you
He
scramble
waves.
up there and you pull it out, and the blade is rusted. And
All right, she puts it back.
no good.
Did you guys not very successful?
Yeah, I would like to rescind my offer to join.
Well, as I said, a lot of them left before they died. So,
Fair enough. Well, we got one more door on this quote unquote list.
quote unquote.
I haven't
list.
had a natural 20 yet.
Supposed list.
What's that?
Boy, I jinxed it. 8.
8. So nothing happens.
I try to unlock the bottom one just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
There's the
20.
20.
So
So
24.
Well, it's a natural 20 though.
Natural 20.
So I worked
So you go to get the second one, and you hear 2 clicks,
Oh, my goodness.
Nice.
and the door opens.
And
Inside, hanging on a red thread, is 1 key.
1 key. How many do we need?
I'm going to
4?
use Mage Hand to actually untie the thread and grab the key and pull it
Flames spit out. Engulf the room.
Thank you.
I know.
You
I
just
was
saved
looking to
Marilla's
say
life.
something before you did anything.
Marilla's
Alright.
a little bit impulsive.
I guess there was 1 key, where the
Okay.
other ones
Well,
must
we'll
be
keep
with
on looking.
the others.
And I'll tell you, if we ever do open this up and it's about some note about how we've all become friends, and that's more important, I'm going to hunt down whoever's left alive and
Just
kill
don't do
them.
the friend thing.
I'll eat the nearest elf.
Friendship is not magic.
So, are these...
The unseen servant has by now cleaned himself off and he's invisible again.
So I've got, is it like a gold key, you said?
It's a very kind of plain, ordinary key.
We've
Yeah.
investigated this box enough. Are the keyholes all unique, or...
You can see slight variations to
Okay.
this key. This key would fit the north face.
Marilla puts it in and twists it to see if anything happens.
I'm not letting you touch it yet.
Uh,
Because I honestly,
Marilla-
I'm going to wait to try and get all 4.
I heard Marilla tries the key
Marilla
first.
insists
Well,
that
Tobias had
Tobias
the key,
give her the key.
so
Or,
she would need to get it from Tobias first.
alright. Pickpocket will be pretty hard with him holding it, right?
yeah, in my palm that's
We need to
completely
try it
covering
later.
it.
Alright.
Okay.
Marilla says, hey, we should try it in the box.
I mean,
Shmee nods.
do you want to try it now, or do you want to wait till we got all
Well,
4?
what
to
about
try?
your-
I
servant.
have my unseen servant can do
Oh, I say we let Marilla try it.
it. She hands it to the unseen servant that she doesn't believe in.
So yeah,
I don't-
we'll
I don't
bring over
think
the
they're real.
NC
If you
servant.
exist.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just come over to the NC servant. Here's the.
You can't
You know.
see him.
Okay.
I direct him to you.
Yeah.
So the key,
He is unseen.
Ma-
No, he's covered in spider webs.
No,
isn't he?
he cleaned himself off.
He
yeah,
ate all
he's
the
been
Oh,
cleaning himself
okay.
off this
Marilla
whole
just
time.
assumes he ate the spider, which spider.
He might have.
Okay.
Shmee's not. Who
So yeah,
knows?
we'll just let him try.
So the key just kind of dances itself over to the box, pogs itself in, and then turns.
Nothing. All right,
We need the
I'll
other
just take
keys.
it back to pocket.
I told you that already.
Okay.
So how many other like lockers are there?
There's probably
18
another.
more.
There's probably 30 lockers altogether.
Well, it's gonna be a long night, guys.
I don't think we should go into
Yeah,
any of the
I-
others.
Tell me what to do, house.
No, I asked, out of curiosity, at what point do we get locker?
Well, we did just open up.
You've opened up.
I don't want the one with the
doors.
fire.
I'll go the one with the potions.
I want no fire, no spider webs.
Okay.
Shmee's cool with spider webs. She's not ever putting anything in there.
You get the Onsalton one, or do you want the fabric one?
The fabric one sounds
Yeah.
nice. That sounds nice and cushy.
Yeah.
Can I live in there?
Yeah.
Can that be my room? Do you have nicer rooms?
I think they're kind of hermetically sealed, so
Yeah, there's storage.
they're
Alright.
kind of long-term magical storage.
Shmee
so.
takes the spider one.
Shmee takes the spider one.
He actually like closed the door with his unseen servant in there by accident.
Nice. Of course.
Oh, we don't have keys. He just does this. I'll need another 10 minutes.
Marilla's not going to unlock this every time, especially not the electric one. Who took that? Screw you guys. I'm not opening that for you.
Wasn't that the spider one?
Oh, and well,
No,
I
it's
mean,
a potion
now
one.
that the doors are open, can the locks be refitted? Or-
Yes. The locks
Excellent.
could be refitted now.
Okay.
Except for the one that you closed the unservant.
We closed 5. There's another one.
Yeah. So there's 4 open.
House, get
I'll
on
take
me.
the one that was
Every
empty beside the
time you
note.
walk by, because it's trapped, it can't fully actually vanish. So you just.
That'll do
No,
it.
it doesn't have to do with
Long way
this.
over time.
It's the haunted locker.
Yeah.
It-
Or
I
you
mean-
can dispel it.
Yeah, if I stop if I let it slip from my mind, it just disappears.
Yeah. So there's that. You rolled 20. Good job. Yeah, no 20. Well, yeah,
I find all 3.
We didn't
the remaining
do
3
air
keys.
horns. So it is 10-10.
Yeah.
Just keep it on.
It's probably a good place to end it, I think.
So, all right. So you
Do we have to have a room that we can like spend the
Yeah,
night before
well,
we
of
strike
course.
back?
Yes, we have several rooms that they're not specially locked or anything like that. So he'll lead you back to the
I'll
second
take your
floor.
finest room.
He takes you to 3rd floor, which has a room that's pretty much half of the length of the wing. Palatial bed. Fidelio says this used to be the submaster's room, and also for visiting dignitaries.
I'm surprised they gave it to me, but alright. Yeah.
There's nobody else here.
That's true.
It's filled with rats. Just kidding. Oh.
Oh, halflings are fine with rats. Just like
They had the skill called Rat Friend.
burning dust
Friend
and
of
rats.
rats.
This is just like home. This is just like the Shire.
That's what I wanted. So you guys will get a good night's rest
Before we have to run back.
Before you have to run back, there's food, so you eat well.
I'd really like to know why this guy is paying his dues, and we can get to that later. But
You meet him for breakfast the next day, and so he, I guess out of a sense of duty, we have magical items here that need to be protected, and so
well, all right. What's the deal with your shape shifting, though? I mean, I'm sorry if that's insensitive, but
it varied.
But when does that stop you?
is there anything we can help? Anything we can do to help you?
Not that
I'm mostly
aware.
just curious how
Not-
this happened.
Not that I'm aware of. We deal with magical items, and
Well, allegedly.
we do. It's a thing, and I interacted
Ate one.
with one, and to say I touched it, and then this happened.
All right.
Do you have pass without trace or something so we can make a run back for the gate?
Yeah, we could do something for you.
Some dust suits or something.
Well, then pass without trace will at least make the sound go away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get a scroll for you. So Athelius leads you to a scroll room, and there's one of the scrolls pops out, and it's a pass without trace group
Okay.
spell.
Yeah, and then
Pass without trace is 20 feet
Um,
on a target anyway, right?
Yeah. make sure to use this 20 minutes after eating, and never on a Thursday with a full moon. Or was it?
What's today?
Today's a Thursday.
Oh, I'm really.
But not a full moon, so we're fine. Yeah. Also, you don't need to go back west. If you go due south, you'll reach a gate sooner.
Oh.
And maybe that other one they wanted us to check out and yell at.
Yes, Tower 3.
Yeah.
Ticks.
She was like, okay.
Okay, that's fair. Anything else? Is there any notes or sigils or anything to indicate who we are, or is that usually a thing that?
We'll work on
Badges,
something
robes.
when you get back. We weren't expecting
Fair enough.
Tattoos.
Fair enough.
hire.
Is there any other chores that can be done out? Like anything needs to be taken out? No.
No, we're good at Aphelios does that.
Shmee-
There's a toilet on the
Well, you guys are talking.
third floor.
Shmee's just like sprinkling just a little more of the color dust, just on the.
Oh,
How do you pay your rent?
Who's a good
Gotta,
boy?
gotta feed that house.
We have a number of items that were entrusted to us, and so we're paid for that. We also have a number of.
Oh no, I mean like how do you
investments.
physically get the payment to?
Oh, we have a runner.
Oh, you don't scry it or something?
Well, you gotta take the coins to pay. So.
Hmm.
All right.
Well, hopefully we
Let's
can
get
meet this
her.
person next time.
Yeah, she's out right now. We expect her in a day.
Is her name Sunrise?
No.
It's a desolate. That wouldn't make any sense.
Is it our mute driver?
Dun, dun, dun.
This whole time.
That would be awesome.
No, her name is Wang. With an E. I see that.
I didn't say
a
anything.
lot of people
Wing.
do it with the other.
I heard Wing, but thanks for clarifying that
I
it's
didn't,
Wing.
yeah, I
heard
didn't even say anything.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Good job.
Night, internet.
Good
Bye, everybody. Bye, Cameron.
Good night, Cameron. All right, thanks for joining us. We'll probably keep playing over email and keep going from there. One of the things I thought of for doing with this, since we will be working for Treasure's Pursuit, is that the internet ones, the streaming ones, could be Treasure's Pursuit jobs. So
Like one-shot type things?
One-shot type
Sure.
things. And then
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have to be the GM for those either. We all are experienced GMs. To
True.
different systems. And some...
We're gonna shadow run the next one, guys.
You just wait till Call of
Each
Cthulhu
one's
comes
separate.
up.
It's a little too one-shotted.
It's a little too much. You're all dead
But
within 30 minutes.
That was just my thought.
Cool.
That might be a fun way to
I think that's that.
to
would
do
be
that.
fun.
So yeah, thanks for joining us. Join us next time, whenever that will be.
And for the 45 minutes you don't hear, you'll get to watch some sort of. Maybe we'll do subtitles on the.
What
Yeah,
else will
yeah.
happen?
We'll have to,
Maybe I'll just narrate
We'll
it
just
quick.
dub it.
Yeah.
we'll just dub it.
I'll recite everything from memory. And I'll
Exactly.
do all parts.
Oh,
Our lips are moving. It should be easy to.
On the Plumpy Thimble channel.
Yeah, we'll see if I can get it
Thimble
up there.
Showing up on YouTube tomorrow.
Maybe.
No.
Tomorrow,
Ish.
the next.
Did we
tomorrow.
record this so I can actually get the footage?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
We'll
So-
put it on there because all the Call of Cthulhu stuff's up there right now too. So.
Yeah. So you
Alrighty.
can listen to us play Call of
I need some
Cthulhu.
Shadowrun. It's like-
That's been over
Well,
like a
just
year and a
murder
half
burgers.
since
I
we
know.
last played Call of Cthulhu.
I know.
Characters long way.
All right.
All right.
All right,
thank
see you
you.
later. Bye.
Bye.